All right, I want to welcome everybody to the Uncast. Let's do push buttons and get things happening. And I am Beau, and
Is Dubs?
Dubs is with us, a special guest.
So smart.
And have we seen this screen?
No, this is a new.
Yeah, I took a picture because you bike across this thing. I'm always fascinated by everybody lining up for the bats.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful picture. So I was like, oh, this is kind of a cool picture. Why not do that? So it's this channel's birthday in 2 weeks. I don't know what we're going to do because I might be on the street in 2 weeks, but not necessarily. So yeah, my apartment's up in 2 weeks and I have to move. I can't do this anymore, but then I can. Maybe I can stay. I don't know what we would do. Oh, what?
I mean, we have to celebrate somehow.
Yeah. So maybe we should try to go live remotely, like remote, like from my phone. So I take my phone's internet. Okay, if you want to subscribe, if I get 1,000 subs, I can go live from my phone, and that would be much simpler. But I could take my phone and use that internet. My computer can use internet from my phone,
Sure.
as a hotspot or whatever they call it, and then these young kids, these butthole licking zetards call it. But the and then just go live from here, from that.
Oh, wait, from
You know,
here
just
though.
take all this stuff that we have and
Sure.
just
Yeah, but you wouldn't have the big display, right? We'd have to figure that out.
right. I figured we'd be at the Capitol or something.
Okay,
Because that's a kind of a fun place to be.
for sure. Yeah.
It's for sure a free speech place to be. I mean, I would want to be a place where you're illegally allowed. And we can't push all the barriers at once. Okay, so I think we're actually doing this. Oh yeah, that's in 2 weeks. And okay, so then Aurelia Salio, we won't be around for that, but maybe y'all can celebrate the progress that you guys have made with what we've all done together. Not my okay. Oh, Dub Day. What's going on with Dubs?
Oh gosh,
give us the Dub Day.
Wait, I didn't know that we were doing this.
What it's like what I'm calling what's going on in your world.
Okay, I mean,
And there's probably a better name for that than Dub Day.
right. I mean, yeah, rocking along, man. I think the whole AI situation has changed my work situation since we laid off half our team, and it's kind of like do more with less. So we're dealing with that. So I'm doing more, whereas then I have to work more. So
Right.
so that's been a lot of my time of the last.
Could I pay you to help? I don't know how to do basic ID. Like AI. I don't even know what it's called. What are the letters? But I don't even know how to do basic functioning.
Yeah, sure. I mean, absolutely.
That would be awesome if I could pay up. Look, I'm talking like I could probably just grab any middle schooler and go, hey, how do you set up this?
Absolutely. Yeah,
And-
they would know.
And here's the thing. I actually did once. I hired a friend, and because I knew like if I had someone here that I was paying, I wouldn't be screwing around. Also, I'd have someone to bounce an idea off of. And also, when I saw that this person doesn't know any better, then I'd realize, so then I got to figure this out. It just helps to have another person's input.
Sure.
Which is the whole reason, we have a male and a female, a mother and a father. Just the observations. Not only are they completely different, mindsets. Like the mother is saying, okay, maybe we don't want to continue beating this guy because you're going to kill him, and then that'll be worse for the family overall once we have a feud going. But also just that's another human. It's another homo just observing what's going on. Did you know about this? Have you
No.
heard anything?
No, I don't know how I could have even possibly learned, but tell me.
Well, I could have told you. So Olive Garden did a thing. It's the Pasta Pass. You pay $100. So my number was 100,000. You pay $100 and you can eat for 13 weeks as much as you want.
Okay.
Like you could go in every day, I think once per day, eat as many pasta dishes as you want. And you'd probably think, oh, it's just going to be like spaghetti and sauce and no meat. But no, there's meat and there's fettuccine, chicken, Alfredo.
Okay.
And there's meat and this. So I'm like, if there's meat involved, and then you can eat all you can eat, and you get a salad, one salad or soup every day.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, if you're homeless, like, this
$100.
would be the ideal thing. That would have made me homeless. I would have been like, well, this is a sign from the gods. I should be homeless.
Yeah.
But
But you gain like 800 pounds.
yeah. But if you're homeless, you earn it. You you work it off.
Okay. Yeah.
Surviving by fighting the other homeless and walking around and the sun draining. But it was a thing. It was like they went to a website and it was a really well done website, right? For whatever reason, it was all set up to where bazillions of people are all waiting at 1:00 p.m. Central, and as soon as it happens, you got to click as fast as you can. Now, for whatever reason, I wasn't in the I wasn't in clickbot mode where I was like just clicking before it started even. Like that's how anyone else would have been. That's the winners had this winner mentality. I was like, I'm a Catholic school kid. No, well, I'll just click. I'm just like, what? So anyway, it didn't work for me, but that's that. Okay, we talked about the Corel dishes. Have you ever broken a Corel dish? We ever talk about this?
I haven't broken one. Don't think I've broken one.
Okay, so they explode is what online I've seen people talk about. But this is the scenario. It's not like you break a regular plate. It's like 4 pieces or whatever, some maybe small bits.
Right.
But this is micro shards, and like you can't even see how small these shards are, right? But you can imagine. And I told you there was one that was a thread, like the size of a thread, about 1 millimeter long, and that's what I mean. But so. Have you thought about how we are sticky as homos?
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was not embracing my frog nature, and you were.
But now have you started to embrace the?
No.
Okay. That's fascinating. I mean, you understand you can pick something up, right, with a finger. Okay, so what do you think sticking that to the finger?
Magnet? I don't know.
Yeah. So you're wrong, and you're in this denial phase.
Oh, you do have the static electricity thing, so that does sometimes work for things. But in general, you're probably right that it is.
Or the angels. It could be the angels. Okay, Fat American Hall. Let's talk about my Fat American shirt today. What do you think about this?
Let's see. I don't hate it as much as the previous ones. So yeah, no, that one's good.
What about the bombs?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, because it's anti-Jesus. That's why. Oh, okay, I got it.
What are you talking about? How's that anti-Jesus? He's like got the Bible and he's.
Yeah, he's just. Oh, these are truth bombs. That's what he's a Christian spreading Christianity and dropping truth bombs. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's righteous vengeance. Yeah.
Yeah, justice and kill the whatever's.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Right. All right, let's have a toast to the people of North Korea. Our hearts go out to you guys. And we'll try to figure this out. Oh God, okay, so the meaning of terms, ovum was the Latin for egg.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess if we were to ovumify, if a woman wants to swear on her eggs.
Oh, right, okay, right. Yeah.
So a man testifies by putting his hand to addressing his testicles,
right,
or fully exposing them if it's an important, truly momentous occasion. You really want to get the message across that you're serious,
right?
But for women, they can put their hand there in the same way, and you ovumify.
I love it.
All right.
What would they do though if they had that same kind of when we would show our genitals? What would they do? How would they kind of have the same kind of gravitas for their?
Oh, how could they show their genitals?
Well,
they could. They could lift up their shirts or something, or
I don't know. I'm just wondering. Like, do they have anything?
Well, in Sumeria,
you can't show your eggs as much, right? So
in Sumeria, they would twerk. That's how they accomplished that.
Clear.
Solution. Okay, so answers to the universe. When I'm talking about answers to the universe, I'm talking about a very real thing, not some sort of guys. If we just all hold hands and this magic beans are going to save us. No, reality. Solutions that facilitate the flow of other solutions. Those are answers to the universe. If you can do it while it's self-sustaining, you don't require anything. It's unstoppable. No one can stop you from doing it. You're teaching your kids something. You're saying you're doing a thing and it's viral. By you taking this action on, other people look at you and go, oh, that's a good idea. Like RQ is an answer to the universe. Just understanding that and using it, saying, oh, Mom Donnie has 15.6% of the population that voted for him. His RQ is 15.6%. When people understand that, they're like, oh, that's important information. Like, have you ever told anybody that? Has it come up in a conversation?
It hasn't come up.
Okay.
Sadly, strangely though, I guess Mondami in general hasn't come up.
Yeah, but if he came up, that would be pertinent that people are not aware of. And so that's the virality of it. Yep. Okay. Hey, pop quiz for Dubs.
Hold on, before you do that. Well, I was just going to say that interestingly kind of might intersect with the video you had planned. Was that like by design or no?
What?
This when you talked about
perpetual motion.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But everything is, we're always looking for a perpetual motion, perpetual political machine is what the Bohr is. It's a perpetual progress machine. And I want to get into that later. It's like, dude, progressives. So the idea of the Bohr is that conservatives have absolute control, and so they're happy, but progressives are in like the driver's seat. They're the driver, the engine. The conservatives are the engine. They're stopping the car whenever they want. They're moving forward whenever they want. But the progressives are the ones directing where to go. You follow me?
Kind of.
So progressives win because they're in the driver's seat. But the point is, all the progressives in the driver's seat inside the car have to get their shit together and promote, come up with an idea that's coherent enough for the engine to start and move forward. You see?
Okay.
Everybody wins. It's win-win, 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 win-win. There are no losers in elected representation. Okay, pop quiz. I know, nice try to avoid this. Let's see. What is this? What are the 3 institutions to focus reform on? So 3 institutions that would be solutions that facilitate the flow of solutions.
Right. This was something we had already talked about? Okay.
Last show.
Education?
Mm-hmm.
Law enforcement? Nope, that's not right.
No. Because kind of, it's related, but what's the institution name I had for that?
Oh, is it the judiciary branch or?
Well, you want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
Incarceration.
Incarceration.
Yeah, incarceration.
Oh, that's right. Education, incarceration. Oh, there was even an acronym for it. Damn it. What was it? REI?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? R.
So what's the R? What am I always talking about?
Not Republicans.
Like if there's one word you would say, Beau likes to talk about this.
Well,
all the time.
Well, it's like representation.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So representation.
Your specific representation is what I was trying to get to.
And it's, I know that's kind of a, it's not really an institution, but it is. I mean, that's what I mean. So anyway, yeah, they all have to end with ation. So that's why I find incarceration. So there's like, I was thinking of what are the functions of a government, and this was early on, like in the 90s, and it was like, they all had to end with ation to me, because they all have to be the same format. So one was potentiation, because getting power to people, electricity.
That sounds made up. But...
Yeah, I made it up.
Okay.
I was looking at Latin. What's the thing? The potent power.
Yep. Potentiation. Yep.
But it works, right?
Yeah.
You're already starting to think of it as a word.
I don't know. I don't know like it quite as much as like Obamify or how to.
Obamify, yeah.
Yeah, that one really that one worked for me.
Ovaries out for Harambe. Okay, so the Bohr is, if we ever say Bohr, we're talking about the body of elected representatives, and that's using elected representation. Okay, so, that indisputably speaks on behalf of the whole group. This is important, this aspect. This is where you get, so your anarchists or your libertarians, these little smart-ass zinger guys online, right? They're all anti-democracy. Do you know that?
I know, we don't talk much.
Your standard online libertarian is, they'll say like end democracy and things like that. Democracy is stupid and they're just anti. Like anyone mentions anything about voting or electing, they just immediately poo-poo it and can't deal with it. It's all...
How can you be a libertarian and not have democracy?
Exactly. Well, because they're not in touch with what words mean.
Okay.
And that's the real problem. They are associating, they're programming themselves into, these words mean I'm against it. And it's almost just like lexiphobia, just straight up against those words.
Right. Is this like the post-liberal movement? Is that kind of what you're talking about, or no?
Oh, I don't know. I guess. I mean, it's they're opposed to something about democracy that's a very noble thing to be opposed to. They just use the word democracy to describe it and think, and this is what I mean. They don't understand what words are. They think democracy is whatever they think it is, and not what anyone else thinks it is. They don't understand it's a word. And in the English language, we use democracy, and we have for 100 years at least, 126 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they think it means, though?
Mob rule, or that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But the point is, when you tell them that no, elected representation, the way we're talking about it, is indisputably, this is not a disputable thing. This is by definition, this body, this boar, speaks on behalf of you, and that's what irritates them to no end, right? It would, if I could ever continue a conversation long enough. But you know what I mean? Because they're like, I didn't choose it, but you did. See, you don't know what it is because you did choose it, stupid. Because they did. You see how they did choose it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it represents anyway. So once you get that, then you can get them to expose their ignorance. Really, it's about getting people to naturally, that's what I mean, the answer to the universe, it just naturally allows people to expose that they don't know what words are, or they're not logical, or they can't think straight, or they're just obsessed with hating some kind of concept instead of learning. Ning means thing, and this is another option for the boar symbol, but you like this one.
I do.
And I've associated with it too. This is the one, it's pronounced Uncast, and it, from Samaria, and it is, it means community meeting. This means thing, which is like the all thing, and the res publica, the thing, and public, the republic comes from thing, right? We talked about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another option. Anyway, so Dob means to choose, which is interesting. It's very close to your name because there's no, I don't think there's an sound, huh?
Yeah, but I was just thinking, like in bingo, they call it dobbing when you like for the numbers you choose, they call it dobbing, which I had never seen.
Wow.
That,
So, and it's like a bingo card. That's what the original thing was, my ancient Sumerian bingo. So just lots of different things, but then of course choose. And look, any symbol over thousands of years has multiple meanings, and even in that time frame, it has multiple meanings within that language. Just like any word, like the F word has multiple meanings.
Yes.
So it's basically if whatever you like a pretty picture, find a meaning of the probably 50 to 100 meanings you can get for that one symbol.
Sure. Yeah.
But if we go back to ancient Sumeria, the originals, that's what I'm trying to get to. Although I think that's a later thing. I don't know. RQ is representation quotient, is what that stands for, but you don't need to know that. Just understand it as a number. How much does someone represent? This is a census term. This is what elected representation actually is, but people don't seem to understand that. And this is just 1-to-1's my name for elected representation. Okay, so popular rank is filling position with the highest rank, and then benchmark, is all of these different things. Okay, so here's an example. So the benchmark is excluding the lower RQ for logistic purposes. So if we were to do like with the United States House of Representatives, we have 435 seats. We could do it by popular rank and just have the benchmark at 435. So the benchmark would be 435, and then anyone who makes that could make it. And so we haven't seen this kind of graph, right?
No.
This is an old graph. It just might help people visually understand what we're talking about. There's 435 lines here. So when you're measuring the RQ, this guy has more and this guy has less, obviously, right? So you just rank them. So once you count the RQ, well, who's got the most? Okay. I don't know what it would be. 1 million, 10 million? Would everybody dogpile on like one Kim Kardashian type or
certainly
something?
there'd be higher than 1 million, I would think. You'd
Right.
probably see tens of millions. Maybe.
But these guys are they're not voting for anyone else. And so here's the problem. When you have actual representation, let's say you like this guy a lot, but then there's always someone that is exactly the same but better. You see? You're not no longer are we sacrificing, but when we say I'm not going to vote for the popular guy, I'm going to vote for the less popular guy. You're not sacrificing your vote anymore. You see that concept, right?
I do. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like you're having to choose between the lesser of two evils, right? You're getting to choose whomever you want.
Yeah. Like currently you have choices, and if you choose another guy, it's a spoiler effect. You're now not supporting this other guy. But you might not be counted, is what the bottom line is. You might not win. You have to go, well, who will win? Because if I don't get a winner, then I have 0 people involved. With 1-to-1, you have yourself represented no matter what. Okay. Unreality is your understanding of what actually exists, best you can manufacture, and reality is imaginary, basically, is the concept. Homo means humans, and you're a homo, and ass means glute's not anus. Okay, so the ancient word of all things, choose, right? It also means anus or buttocks. Isn't that fascinating? Maybe it started with check out these ladies. Check out the shitter on that critter. That's what I'd choose. Oh, I'd choose that too. I'd choose it. Choose it. Oh, that's what we choose. That's what we call that? Something you choose?
Maybe that's what.
Because a really nice behind on a woman is something I would choose. So,
but not the anus.
but not the anus. Okay, so but again, the whole problem when someone says, "Oh, this means anus," then someone's like, "Well, that's close to the buttocks," so they start to have the same meaning in any language, even ancient Sumerian. It's a dilemma. But once we have a board, we can have institutional reality. We can start to go, "Oh, nope, anus means this, and ass means jigglies." So we can sort this out, guys. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, I was just saying it's so similar, right? I mean, well, you see, right? I mean, it's like this is a little wider, but it's like basically the same symbol.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, yeah, is it just because I'm just not attuned to the differences in their language, where it'd be like, oh no, that's like totally different. But to me,
it's exactly relatively the same thing. But either way, okay. So bing bong bing, and so I need to memorize these things because the thing is, I need to be able to go to someone and just rattle off all the things that are not a part of one-to-one that we don't need anymore. These things are obsolete. So I need to memorize all these things.
Okay.
And then also we need to have a name for these things. I'm going to figure this out. So let's look at this list. Okay, so these are things these are obsolete. You don't need these anymore. People might be doing these, but it doesn't need to be, and no one's going to care about it. Ballots. Do I have protest? Okay. Ballots, bribery, bureaucracy, candidates, debates, districts, followers, gerontocracy. That's what people are using for the old people that stay in power.
Yeah.
Government, just government. The idea that people need to be in charge and overriding you. Well, no, and how people can be overriding themselves. This is a new concept that people. Just like the whole concept of government is obsolete. Idiocracy, the idea that stupid people need to be in charge. You need to get stupid people to get the numbers to get someone involved. That we're empowering the stupid.
But like, continue. I've got questions, but.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll just incumbocracy. I mean, do we have a name for that? Because there's a thing about the guy in power has power over the people that are trying to attain the power. It's a genuine problem in any kind of system, right?
Well, I mean, assuming it is a problem, assuming that you don't like who's the incumbent.
No. Regardless whether you like him or not, he has power over people who would replace him. That is an unfair advantage.
Oh, you don't like the advantage of the incumbency advantage. So
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So the advantage of advantage would be a better word. Okay, losers. Yeah, there's no losers anymore. People really think that there has to be losers. There's people who think there have to be losers, and they'll say that. Well, there have to be some losers. Like, no, dude, what are you talking about? It doesn't have to be a loser.
Well, what about the benchmark people? That would get like,
oh, you could still count everybody. That's a good point. Like, oh fuck. So there at the end, some people are cut off, but we could still count 1-to-1. So we're not measuring now. This person is equal to this 20,000. The guy with 1 million votes is equal to 20,000. No, this guy has 1 million votes. He votes with the power of 1 million. This guy votes with the power of 20,000. That person that's below still votes with that. In other words, every group of people, once you have RQ, now any group of people has an RQ amongst that group because that's the total they could possibly ever have.
Yeah.
A unanimous vote from that House of Representatives would not be a unanimous vote of the entire boar because the boar has the tail. The benchmark is just the bacon.
Right.
Okay. Losers, polls. We wouldn't have polls or protests or petitions, propaganda, reform, unaccountability, voting, etc.
Yeah, I'm not sure I buy into all that, but
well, yeah, but that is what would happen. I mean, we don't need these things anymore.
why not have a debate?
Oh, what are debates?
Like,
inform me of who this person you're wanting me to vote for. Yeah, no longer, because you know who you want to vote for. You're looking at people, you're seeing things, people are debating all they want, but you don't have to have a debate, because what is the function of a debate, of the way we see it now? It is here, we want these candidates, establishment assholes want candidate A and candidate B. Okay, so show yourself, go up there and look intelligent, and show everybody who you are. It's a way of informing,
right,
and familiarize people.
Sure. And I mean, but you debate topics, you can debate anything, but you're just saying in the context of like elections.
The need for a debate. Currently, we need a debate. Why? Because we don't know who these people they even want us to vote for
right.
are. You know?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyone else, or we'll just get to it later.
Get to it later.
Yeah. I was wondering, should that be a thing? So here's a quote from Ptahhotep from 7600. Are you familiar with this dating system?
No.
Well, this is untimed, something I came up with as well, but also I've seen, it's Kurzgesagel. There's some German named YouTube channel that does infographic kind of videos about things. Whatever. Anyway, so they do it too. But it's basically saying, let's go back, just add 10,000 to the year. So this year is currently 12,026.
Okay.
And the reason is because we're going back to zero. Year zero then is when we had the agricultural revolution. Where we began, it's before anything important happened.
Okay.
And now every time is in a positive number.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is 7,600 when he said this, and we're currently 12,000. I mean, what are we? 12,026.
Yeah. Wait, you had 10,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So it's like 2,400 BC. Anyway, so he's
10,000? That was before. Oh, that's what you said. Okay.
2,400 BC converts to 7,600 is my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a negative, and it actually is extra confusing for no reason. Petitioners. So his statement is, a petitioner likes attention to his words better than the fulfilling of that for which he came. And this is an important concept, that people just want to be heard. So basically the elites have understood this for 5,000 years, right? This is not a secret to the elites. That, I hear you. I hear you. So whenever anyone hears you, be very suspicious of that. Don't let people listen to you. You need people to do what you're asking them to do, not just, come on, tell me what you got. Let it off your chest. Let off the steam. And now go back to work, slave. Okay. Thoughts or?
No, that's good.
So Trump, you know how he said fight, fight, fight? I was like, what would I do if I was like publicly speaking and I got like executed? I got a bullet in me. I'm dying. What would I say?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, to balance it out, also my whole approach is I'd hold up my fist. Flight, flight, flight.
Run away.
That'd be awesome. Fight or flight. I mean, just there's two options.
That would be a nice contrast.
Mm-hmm. Run away! Study show. Okay, so I came across something, I could have had a picture of it, I guess, but that AI companies have the same political bias as their billionaire owners. Wow, who could have figured that out? Hope you spent a good $1 million on that study.
I would actually love to see that study, because that is interesting.
What, you don't think that's true?
Well, you said study shows, but are you saying there is not a study? This is just like
who knows?
Common knowledge?
But who knows what the studies these days, like people are saying, climate change, and they base it on a study, and no one knows what the study is.
I mean, there's studies everywhere. What are you talking about?
Climate change studies?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean? What study are there?
There's like thousands.
Thousands of studies.
Tens of thousands.
Exactly. Thousands. So many studies, Beau. They're just everywhere. Can you name one? No, I've never heard anyone name a study ever.
I will send you like a list of studies. I mean, you don't think that we have people that do study like the climate?
Okay, but then what would make it actual science? That's science-ish. Studies are science-ish. This is science-ish. But what makes it science?
Okay, it's published in a journal.
I got to write these down. This is so... Okay, it's recorded. Go on. It's great. It's published in a journal. Someone wrote it and published it and printed it out on a piece of paper.
Right. Has it been cited by anyone? Citations?
Oh, another person said this is cited. Okay, this is great. Go on.
I'd say those are probably the they're all journals are not created equal. Some of the more important journals are the ones that.
So you believe in institutions of truth?
I think that, I think our education institutions have some value. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, some value, sure. I mean, we all say that they have some value. It might be 0.0, but there's technically value.
Yeah. No, I value them highly. I think that there's a lot of good that's come from our education system.
Okay. Well, imagine if we had institutions of truth that were based on the more actual reality. This many people think this. This many people think this. That's reality. That's undeniable. that gives us, a grip. We have now we understand something real, not just there can't be made up anymore. It can be falsified or corrupted or something like that, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be better, but I don't feel that what we have is all that bad. Like, I guess I feel reasonably confident that something published in Nature.
Okay. Are you familiar with the reproduction study, or what is it?
Oh yeah, the issue. Yeah, yes, for sure. Yeah, and I think it's generally been
reproducibility study.
Yeah. Like, what is it? Anyway, yeah, they're having problems reproducing. Like, this study said X, and then someone tries to do it again, and they can't replicate it.
And you're familiar with what's the guy's name? Peter. I don't even know. These guys that submitted woke sounding things.
Sure.
You know about that, right?
Yeah,
It's a totally different one.
Yeah. Now, it's not like they submitted that stuff to Nature generally, right? Like, typically you submitted that to the Gender Studies Journal of Gender Studies, right? Or that's why I'm like trying to make subdivisions of like journals, because
yeah, but the whole system, the process is corrupted. You're like you said. Oh, it's been cited by another person who is in that industry, and there's this Hollywood effect of everyone in Hollywood has to be nice and polite to each other because they all work for each other or they're all interconnected. It's like the comedy crowd here in Austin. They all have to be, oh, he's funny, yeah, she's funny, everyone's funny. You can't say someone's not funny, because that's insulting. And then, let's leave this. And this guy's isolated from the comedy community,
Yeah. I won't say that there's, it's very cliquey, I would say, but I don't know. I still think there's a lot of value there.
Yeah, there's value. Okay, so I'm saying science is reproducible studies. That's the science. And so when you have a reproducible study, that's what we're looking for.
Sure.
And I think what you're also including is studies like, we've found that 98% of scientists agree with this. That you think count that as a study?
I mean, I think those are more surveys, right? And I think that those any kind of polling kind of thing like that it's not. I don't put them in the same category as something like something in a physics journal that's like, here's the math that describes how we calculated the speed of this meteor or whatever.
Yeah, and that's because okay, so the surveys, if you are someone that doesn't believe in climate change, like you don't believe that man-made climate change is a crisis or whatever, you're not going to reply to that survey, right? Yeah. You see that incentive.
Yeah, for sure. I could see there being like I don't want to say when I got there. Yeah.
If you're wanting a job in the field and you say, yeah, I just don't believe that that's real.
Yeah, but
you're not going to be hired so they only hire people who pre-believe and have faith that this faith-based
I always found that
institution of faith truth.
I always found that argument to be so crazy, only because, like, think of the biggest companies in the world. A lot of them are causing carbon emissions. They would pay for any kind of study you ever wanted, right? So there's big money to be had for something that says climate change doesn't exist. So it's not like there's a lack of funding for that perspective out there.
Right. So this is this theory that these industries, the gas industry, look how big it is, all this money. And like, okay, compare that to control of every single business, every single human, every single nation, control of all of the world, every single thing, whether you leave your house or not, whether you drive your car, what kind of car you drive. Can the car be shut down automatically by the central government? Okay, when you compare it to the power of all things to all people, I'm just saying that might be worth it.
Well, like, who is that? What are you talking about? Like, what entity is that? You're saying it's just like a theoretical entity.
Yeah, well, remember the lockdowns and everything?
Sure. Yeah.
About like the car, what they're doing with the cars. How they have the ability to shut a car down now. Any new car.
Me. Yeah.
And then in Europe, what they're cracking down on, they can't now do anything now. I don't know what the hell. It's all just absurd.
Right, but that doesn't seem to be necessarily tied to climate change, right? You're just saying that governments are too powerful.
They do. They associate everything with climate change. Like people are, when COVID shot reactions, people are dying. It's climate change. Climate change is causing people to just have heart problems all of a sudden. We don't know what the deal is. Headlines come out like that, right? It's not provable, so they don't stick with it. It's like a flash in the pan stuff.
Sure.
But that's what people go by, the flash in the pan things. Like black people are being killed by cops. People think that's real because of the flash in the pan. They don't look at their actual data. They don't go back to look at the actual videos. But So anyway, obviously,
Well, I'll be interested to like dig into whatever study you have for that,
a study for what?
for the billionaire AI.
Oh, it's not that important. I mean, also, you don't think that?
Oh no, I was just.
You don't think Grok is more non-woke?
I mean, I honestly I don't know. I've never actually used Grok for anything useful. I don't do anything with AI that would like generally surface that bias that I could tell. It wouldn't surprise me though. I would just be really interested to see the study. It's not that I necessarily disbelieve it. I just would be really interested to see it.
And so my concern is its idea of permanence. We know how Elon thinks about certain things, and so we can see that reflected in Grok. We know how these other guys think, the woke people think, and we can see it reflected in these things. But what are we not seeing? There are ideas that they have that are being implemented that we don't see, and that's the concern. We're only looking at what we see and go, oh, I'm measuring what we see. But like, meanwhile, why are we going with the process of a single human being will just implement their view of the world?
Well, what do you think? What do you think about the fact that all the best open models are by the Chinese? Do you think they're imparting their own political philosophies into the responses on those?
Well, you can't say Taiwan is a country.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, they're people that like they get it to translate something that says, and it'll translate it. Taiwan is not a country. Then it'll go, I cannot do this anymore.
Yeah. Sorry,
you do not exist.
Sorry,
anymore.
Hal, I can't do that.
Your social credit score has been removed. Reload. Okay, so speaking of the thing, this is a little letter pronounced thing, but sometimes it's T. I tried to find out online, but everything's AI slop now. All the pronunciations are just AI slop of whatever AI looks at something. And I need to know how would an Icelandic person pronounce this thing. But anyway, this is the Icelandic one, the oldest one. So it was founded in 1096. It was defunct for 45 years and then restarted 181 years ago. It has 63 seats and there's some sort of proportional representation nonsense or whatever.
Wait, what was the origin
This
of this?
is just about the thing, the all thing.
Oh, okay.
And,
It's from Iceland? That's kind of the origin of it? Okay.
Yeah, it was 1100 AD is when it started.
Okay.
And it's Iceland, so it's been isolated on its own, on its own, and that produces all kinds of different things. I guess it's the example people give of a pure democracy, like whatever.
What makes it pure?
Yeah, that's why my reaction is pure. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Gula thing was adopted in 1930 as the first all thing. Logberg? I don't even know why. What do I have? Just copies of Wikipedia? Did I just give up? I'm just going to copy and paste.
This is supporting data for a thesis.
Yeah, supporting data. See, you don't think I got the receipts? Look, bitch. But there's something about it. I don't even know. Law Rock was a rocky outcrop. Oh, I love the idea of the Acropolises. But here again, the Law Rock. Remember we talked about the Greek had not just the Acropolis, but that little rock. I was saying the locals gather for the sunsets.
Yeah.
In front of the Acropolis. I don't even know. Okay, so
you walked up there, right? Where they had those, I guess those.
Yeah, and it's so great and it's so chaotic. Everything's spray painted, right? It's mayhem around the Parthenon. I mean, the Acropolis. You would think this would be the most guarded place. It's like you can fly drones, you can do anything you want, spray paint. Oh, around back, there were all these beer cans and stuff. So the local kids come party there. Yep. Underneath the Acropolis. That's the coolest thing in the world. Oh my God. So yeah, if that's I love that aspect of it. Oh, and the guy was selling beer. That's what I was going to get to on the little thing. He's just walking around with a cooler selling beers. It's like perfect. Okay, so last show, a correction. There are 36 trillion. I said billion. It's just so funny. There's so many cells we don't even realize.
Right. It's even like an unfathomable amount. Like, you're off by orders of magnitude.
That's my point. Is you are not just a miracle, like an insect, a tiny little single cell organism is a miracle. How the hell did these atoms come together in a reproducible life thing, and it has a little nucleus? Oh my God. Not only that, you're 36 trillion of these motherfuckers. You know, you are a massive giant. Oh, and I did have a thing where I was comparing the number of cells in a T-Rex. You know, we think of dinosaurs as a big thing.
Sure, yeah.
It ain't nothing compared to us. It's like maybe 50 times as big. But we're 36 trillion times as big as a goddamn single cell organism. You know what I mean? Like we're like just right. If you put a graph of 0 to how many cells, we're with the dinosaurs. There's no difference on the graph. The graph would have to be 8 billion miles high for you to go, oh, that's where it is. I see the difference here. I can tell which one's first place. So we're as big as dinosaurs. We are gigantic, massive entities, just these lumbering, sticky, frog ejaculatory creatures. Okay.
But also, I think, just to contrast that, you think of how big we are, but then think how small we are in the, in the galaxy, right? The universe. It's just absurdly large, and we're so tiny.
The relative concepts are so fascinating.
Yeah. So anyway,
the chasm is unfathomable. Oh God. But you know, now that we think about it, it's maybe we do want Elon to leave this planet, huh?
I mean, not just him necessarily, but I like the idea of us,
What we really need to do, we need to get as many like unfunctional people to go with Elon.
Unfunctional. How do you mean?
Whatever we determine, whatever, right?
Just like round up the homeless,
First of all, if you think that if you would follow Elon Musk to go to Mars, I think that speaks for itself. I think those kinds of people should go with Elon. It just speaks for itself. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah, and there's tons of people who do that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Absolutely. Get on the fucking boats, guys. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I think it's actually kind of a beautiful thing about our in our nature. I think we have people that just want to go explore, right, and just go check things out.
Yeah, and early in college, I always wondered, like, what does that mean? Because like the people who came to America, are these the rejects? Are we the dumbest idiots?
Yeah,
I can't get a job in the old world. I'm a king over here.
Well, have you heard, I guess, maybe there was some history there that a lot of the second sons were the ones that came, not the ones who are going to get all the inheritance or whatever. So they kind of they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm just go try out, what's going on elsewhere because, I'm just kind of like in the pecking order. I'm a lesser.
Right. Yeah, some families in Europe had all the money goes to the firstborn, which I'm firstborn. We did not do that process.
Yeah, same here.
But some have where they divide amongst the children. Mm-hmm. And so some kingdoms like Burgundy, do you remember Burgundy and these Merovingian before France and Germany kind of stuff?
Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of the problems. Like he's got 3 kids, he divides them up, and so they create 3 kingdoms, and then they'll go to war. So it's like a real problem of that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to choose just so you don't have
inheritance is a core thing. Just like physical aggression, obviously. When you're talking about crimes and laws and whatever, obviously physical aggression. But then there's trespassing is a totally important, crucial concept. But also another one is inheritance. It really is a thing. Inheritance is where women got their power. You know what I mean? Mm. Like in the patriarchal world, like I'm the man, I've got my power. I'm a wealthy guy. I'm running the show around this local town, right? I mean, I'm not the Lugal or anything, but I mean, I'm a big guy around here. Well, wait a minute. You're going to take my money, my wealth when I die and just like, doesn't mean anything, goes to nobody? No, it's going to my fucking daughter, bitch. That's how we're going to play this game. And so they implemented, because of the patriarchy, they implemented females getting inheritance.
Sure.
And then they'd go, well, so she's not in control of anything, it's like we gotta disempower her somehow, but she gets the money. But that's where it all begins. Mm. It's just funny because sometimes you need the ladies if that's all you got. Yeah, which is beautiful the way there's, it's everything. Nature works itself out. Oh, yeah, in us, so in adults, the 36 trillion.
Right.
So in a kid, maybe 28 trillion, I don't know. 20 some kids are small. I mean, well, little kids, Okay, the uncreature. Have you ever heard this term?
No.
Okay, so when people say there must be a single God, because how could anything come from nothing? There must be some entity that was never created. What they're saying is there was an uncreature that was never created. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I'm still taking it in.
Yeah, take it in, because that's what you're saying when you say there's a mono God. You're talking, the uncreature. So just bring that up. Oh, so you're saying there's only a single God. Oh, you mean an uncreature. Okay, so you worship this uncreature as a God. Okay, so, and then what kind of worship do you do for the uncreature? It just sounds bad. It helps them with their linguistics. I go, oh, what? Oh, what do you mean? You mean the uncreature that could possibly not exist, right? Because if he's all powerful, maybe he doesn't exist anymore, right? He chose not to exist. Could have been. So you get people to kind of just think it through. So we talked about this last time, and I don't think you grasped it, but let's review. The conclusion cannot deny the premise, is what I was trying to say. Here's what happened. You were saying something and you weren't getting it, and I was so flustered with the fact that how do people not get this obvious thing? And I just started, that's when I said, oh, that's okay, it's all good, I love everything, people are stupid, and maybe I have a charcoal heart and I just can't learn because I'm the one that's a problem. But if I was to have my wits about myself, I'd say the conclusion cannot deny the premise. So if you start with a thing must have been created by something, then you cannot conclude a thing must not have been created by something. Absorb.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, that adds up to me.
Adds up. All clear. So this is where other people help, right? Because for whatever reason, you weren't buying it. You weren't getting that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. What was the context? What were we talking about for this thing? Was it the same? It wasn't the uncreature, right? What were we talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about this kind of thing. You were saying, you were saying something. You were not, you were just not supporting that. You were saying, oh, but, I don't know. Let's see, what do I remember you saying?
I think I remember saying something to the effect of like the infinite regress, right? Like everything had to be created by something, turtles all the way down kind of thing. But then I'm trying to recall like what was the initial, the origin of the conversation. But yeah, we can revisit that.
So the thing is that we're all intelligent. We all have, look, if you're wondering if you're intelligent or not, compare yourself to a fucking brick. Are you more intelligent than a brick? What about a mosquito? My God, look at you, how smart you are. So everyone has something to offer. Our brains are active, but they sometimes just go down a path. And what I think the ultimate concept is, we're trying to justify, we're trying to find an answer. So we find an answer and we go, I got something here. And so we're saying that. But meanwhile, someone else needs to come along. This is how homos work. We can't just be by ourselves. Someone else comes along and goes, oh yeah, I got you. That's correct. You're thinking correctly there. You found a little answer there, but how about this gigantic fucking boulder right there? So that kind of thing. But anyway, so it makes sense now. And
I think logically that statement does add up. I think I'm not ready to like say the other argument. I'm ready to give up on all the pieces of that argument, but I will say that logical statement you've made there is like, it adds up. I'd say
it adds up. That's success. The boar has spoken. We're the largest boar of America. Did you know that? Just us talking.
Yeah.
No one else recognizes elected.
Are you sure? Are you sure they haven't just spun off and you don't know about them? Like you've got like the boar of Chicago, and there's
no one else that's thinking the things I'm thinking.
Okay.
There is nothing new under the sun except for one-to-one representation. Honestly, that's what I mean. It's like nothing new under the sun. We've all thought these ideas that why aren't we, like it's usually when we're like 10 years old, this is my theory, that when we're 10 years old, we all like, why can't, like phonetic alphabet, like when you're learning all the crazy spellings, like there's 8 ways to spell the A sound. How about we have one letter for that sound? We all go through that process and then it's beaten out of us. I don't know what it is. I think it's like, we're kids and so we don't know any better and we go, why don't we do, because that's stupid, you dipshit retard, and then you're slapped and then physical abuse.
I think it's also like, all right, sure, that's good, but we need to go translate everything that was ever written to accord with this new way of organizing it. Like, I think there's tons of things. I think the same reason we can't get onto the metric, like, we're just, like, it's just hard. It's hard to convince people to change.
Yeah, that's part of it is you don't convince people. You just do it yourself. Okay, so here's a thing about behavior. This is a behavior teacher thing. Everybody knows this in behavior world. Behavior management. You cannot change other people's behavior. You can only change your own. Do you understand that concept?
I feel like I read that on something on a wall in elementary school or something. Like someone had like a thing that said that.
So is the teacher controlling the children's behavior? No. She's controlling her behavior, right? You can see that.
I hear what you're saying.
Like the kids are doing everything she says because she is doing certain things a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
She's not controlling the children. She's not grabbing their hands and nope, you will now answer problems here.
Right, yeah.
I'm making your brain do this.
Sure, yeah.
She is doing things that lead the person to do. It's just that's a very important concept because we think that someone's making us do something, but we are doing it ourselves. They're changing their behavior that gets us to do. Once you understand that, you're like, oh, well, now I want to make sure my behavior is not making people do something that I don't want them to do, right? Like the woketards, right? And the way they are making everyone a right-wing Nazi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the idea though that if I rap the kids on the knuckles with my ruler when they do something I don't like, they stop doing the thing I don't like because they don't get rapped with the ruler.
Right, you're changing your behavior. You're rapping them on the knuckles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're not in conflict saying that. It's like my behavior can also extend to like ways of
You're right. Even if you grab their hand and make them do it, you're changing your behavior. You're the one doing it. Yeah. Exactly. So because a lot of teachers get into this I can't make them do this thing. It's like you can only change yourself. It's you. And this is teachers hate this, but they have to get over this. You are the problem. If your students are doing something wrong, you are the problem. If you're a parent and your children are doing something wrong, you are the problem. If you're a boss and your employees are doing something, you are the problem because that's all you can change. You can only change yourself. So we need to understand we need to get to this point where I'm the problem, but we are okay with it. We're not like overwhelmed. Just the same as stupid Siru. We're all stupid, ignorant, retarded, uncaring. We need to deal with it. Yes, I'm stupid, I'm ignorant, I'm retarded, I'm uncaring. I'm the problem if other people's behavior doesn't work. That's no big deal. Yes, that's the reality of the situation. So anyway, rant hole. We finished. Okay, theoretical people versus real people was another thing. You were not liking the idea that we should be loving and caring to actual real people. Like if an enemy of yours, theoretical people, like communist, psychopath, idiot, nut job, were to have a conversation, we were to meet one in person, I'd say the theoretical person is the communist, psychopath, idiot.
Mm-hmm.
But the real person is this person in front of you.
Yeah.
And so that's someone you care about and you love and have a loving cares for.
I feel like that's the noble way to view it, and I admire that. I don't know that I really embody it when it's someone is truly my enemy, but I feel like that's a aspirational goal, like something I should believe.
Well, this is really hard for people to understand. You need to love your enemy. So Jesus said that, right? Or Yeshua said that. Love your enemy, but what the part 2 of what Jesus said, Yeshua said, that people are forgetting is that you might have to kill him too, okay? Love your enemy, but you might have to slit his throat and leave him in a ditch. I mean, it happens. Shit happens. I'm sorry, but if you're trying to kill me and my family, we got to kill you first. That's just the rules, So if a communist is talking to you, respect the person, even if you have to kill them. In other words, there needs to be battlefield ethics.
Oh, I'm for that. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of almost like honor culture kind of thing.
And a nod, a tip of the hat, and then to win the head. Okay, so concession maxing, condescending maxing. That's what I was doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm condescending maxing.
Okay. Well, I feel like you do a better job of that. I don't think you're maxing. You got more.
Yeah, I got to bring it. Oh, we talked about slaves, and you were like, I have no idea about anything in history. And I was like, well, let me enlighten you, condescending Maxie. Okay, condescension back. So, look, but
I don't feel like that's exactly how it went, but anyway, we can.
Oh, right, you had wisdom and knowledge, and I was thinking I could help also in additional knowledge. Is that a better way to say things?
I feel like I have had knowledge I would have wanted to bring up, and I'm guessing I don't recall doing so. So now I'm like, oh, well, I probably knew some of this stuff. Why did I bring it up? But anyway, go ahead.
What we're forgetting is that Dubs is an almighty God in my world. Okay, so Dubs is flawless because you are self-reflective. That's I think about it all the time. Because I have friends that I've had annihilating conversations with because they will not accept responsibility for themselves. And this happens with girlfriends all the time. That's a woman thing, right? I mean, am I right or not? I mean, you don't have to, because you've got specific women you're talking about. I mean, I don't mind telling you that every woman I've been with, maybe not Sarah Bear. No, actually, hold on. It's a tendency, you know what I mean? But it just seems to be, it was Casey, okay? We're talking about Casey. That's what we're talking about. Just take responsibility for yourself. But anyway, so what were we? I got off from ex-girlfriends. What do we?
Well, you were informing me on my ignorance about the slave trade. So let's
yeah, but you are self-reflective in a way that other people are not. Like, and it comes down to when, like, I was having a conversation with a guy. I was like, dude, that is crazy. What you said was crazy. I was laughing. We're close friends. This is like a best friend at the time. And I'm like, you could tell best friends are crazy. That's a totally legit thing. That's what males do. We need to help each other out. Hey, you're fat, dude. What are you? You're totally fat. You need to lose some weight. You need to work out. It's just how homos develop.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
you've earned the trust to say that, right?
Yeah. And so, but something clicked, and he went into defensive mode, and he was like not even participating in the conversation anymore. It was more like, you're wrong, and there's something, what? And I had it happen with Rex. I had it happen with a brother, and it's just like, what's going on? It's when people are insulted. My theory is, what the data shows, when people are insulted, their intelligence is insulted. Yeah. They don't know how to deal with that. Mm-hmm. Whereas you have no problem deal with it because you are intelligent. You are so confident in your intelligence. Mm. It's like you're so confidently in your heterosexuality, you could joke about being gay. It's like, yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I like to think that's true, but that's probably too indulgent. So, yeah.
Yeah, for you, because you're also a decently raised person. Look, to Dubs' parents for raising him right.
Oh, cheers.
Oh, hell yeah. And not one moment goes by when if I see a person raised right, I immediately think about their parents. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I had a principal. He was fantastic. He was fantastic in this one school. Then he fell apart in this other. But I was like, this guy is amazing. His parents must, be the most amazing people in the world, because that's what happened. It's parents, guys. It's all about the parents. I mean, and so the reason here that I'm doing this is because my mom and dad, we had an amazing mix, What do we have slavery in the background for this shit?
Well, don't lose it, though. I'm curious about what we had going there, but yeah.
There's a condescension rant. I'm better than you because my parents raised me. My parents, so mom wanted a priest as a child. And that's my theory, is that because she wanted one of her kids to be a priest, she must have, as soon as I was born, been like pushing me to be a priest. Sure, meaning, okay, priest, what does a priest do? Reflect Jesus, live like Jesus. Okay, so what does Jesus say? He's the savior of the world savior. Okay, I know how to do that. I can do this. Oh, shit. No, Jesus is full of shit. This didn't ever happen. You need to be the savior yourself. And out of the way, bitch! I'm going to save the world for you, like you wanted, I guess. So I don't even know what the hell mom wanted, but mom was very. Look, here's the problem. Mom, what she did was, I did not. You're not Catholic. What are you?
Was raised Protestant. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So confirmation. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know that Hitler was confirmed? Confirmed Catholic.
That doesn't surprise me.
Little tidbit. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So that's what that means. Hitler's, I should have said that. Well, Mom, Hitler was confirmed. So you really want me to be confirmed? So Mom was pushing confirmation on me. But the priest told her, because she's a good Catholic girl, what do I do? And they're like, oh, he'll come to Jesus when he's time. Well, I was never going to come to Jesus. That was just, that was pretty apparent. And she knew that. And so, I don't know, but okay, if this is what the church is telling me.
So you knew that pretty young? Like at what age were you kind of like, oh, I know for sure?
Sixth grade, I remember, wait a minute, because I went to Catholic school in St. Michael's in Houston, Texas. And in sixth grade, we were required to memorize a thing for a grade. And it was, I believe, da 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 da. I believe. I'm like, hold on a second. This does not make sense at all. I'm making a statement of belief, and it's for a grade, and it's like, what's going on? And then you just see different things. And I guess, it's funny that like of all the Goyslop crap we've watched on TV, Buck Rogers, there was an episode where they had some sort of, that was in high school though. It comes and goes, right? And I remember in college, I was like, I would say, thank you, Jesus, Yahweh, whatever God is. And that's my limit of God. It's either Christian or Jewish. I mean, that's the expansion level I was at. Meanwhile, there's possibly gazillions that you're a number bigger than. And so, so that was influential. Just seeing, I was like, seeing all these people mindlessly worshiping a thing, like that's what we do every Sunday in Catholic Church, just mindlessly obey and make statements and things like that.
Yeah, man, that's interesting. It is like, I'm trying to think of what do they call it for Catholics? The same thing when you like basically paid for your sins. You're like, oh, here's money. I sinned. I'm gonna use I forget what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. Like you kind of had that same thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this grade for saying the right thing. Like that's also this. It feels like sort of the same thing. Like this is almost amoral kind of.
Yeah, and that institution, the Catholic Church, can't change because it's 1,500 years old. So the board could fix that problem. The board could say, oh, actually, you don't want to force people to say something. You see, this is a problem. And so that's where the board could fix the Catholic Church. Right. So the board could save the Catholic Church and help it to be, but it's going to, if you get a board in the Catholic Church, they're going to realize that Jesus wasn't a God, because that doesn't work.
But I feel like sixth grade is long enough that you could have previous to that have like, but you feel like previous to that, you were still not really ready to kind of like go that route, like to get confirmed or be saved or whatever I'm not.
I guess I don't remember. I remember I knew pretty well, but see, I thought everyone else knew, but they were all just pretending. But when I got to high school, there were people like, who believes in God? And everyone was like, I'm like, what? I'm the only one that's not going to raise their hand? Whoa, okay. This sounds like you guys are not even being honest. But I think they were. I think the vast majority of people just like, whatever, what? Mayonnaise is the new God that we worship? Okay, spread it on the bread. Like, okay, what? Mind blowing. But meanwhile, Mom said to me, so I was like, I'm not going to be confirmed. And once she got the memo, like, this ain't going to happen with Beau. Then my younger brothers, we're all 4 years apart. Younger brothers starting to get the confirmation age. She goes to me and she says, Beau, look, here's this Bible quote. Those who cause others to sin will have a millstone put around their neck and cast into the sea. So this is a reference to actual Samaria, where they would take a millstone, which I guess millstones were laying around all the time, right? There's like something you could use, a big heavy stone, right? Yeah. With a hole in it. And so you tie that to somebody and you throw them in the ocean. And that was, not the ocean, the Euphrates or Tigris or whatever. There was a specific city people go to for this.
Oh, okay.
Trial by, what do you call it?
Not trial by fire. What are you talking about? Trial.
It's a trial by event. I forgot what the word for it is. But either way, like, you can choose this.
Sure. Is it like sort of something like burn the witch kind of thing? Like
yeah. So basically, you're found guilty of this thing in your local village, and you can go, well, I'll at least hold on, don't just kill me yet. I'll take trial by.
I know. You could fight to the death or whatever. Like you could like defend yourself.
Yeah, I think that's a term for it as well. trial by a thing that you do. Fuck. Anyway, it'll come to us because that's how the brain works. You tap it and it'll get there.
Now combat. Is that what that? It wasn't combat. I feel like I've heard that.
God, it's like right there. Why is this such an enjoyable state? Like having it right there. It's almost like pre-orgasm. It's like, oh, because the brain has a reaction to something good is about to happen. It must be like if you go into war, like you're just going into war, like, okay, we're about to either kick ass or die, like shit's about to happen. It's like this euphoria or something. This pre-euphoria. That's how I feel about the whole antebellum American Civil War that's happening, I mean, this is exciting as fuck. This is the most exciting thing possible. We're all gonna kill each other. Like, I'm looking around like, wow. Oh yeah, you're just selling me potato chips. Like, okay, not that I'm buying, but like, oh, you think everything's gonna be normal in a few years? Okay. And it could be. It always could be.
That's where I wonder. I feel like we do have a lot of very high intensity reactions online that aren't manifested to people in the real world. And I wonder, but I feel like we have the same thing when we're driving. Like people that drive, they're like suddenly like vindictive and ready to kill people when they're driving. But they wouldn't do that if we were walking around. We'd be like waving at each other. Hey, how are you doing? What's up, Sally? But then when they're driving, they're ready to kill someone. They're like, I'm moving in this vehicle. And if you get in my lane, you cut me off, I'm going to just like get so angry and like curse you to the heavens, and I might do something crazy and kill you if I go too far. But like there's just a weird difference in the way people behave in certain instances. I feel like online is the same way.
Yeah, it's just like a Sam and Ralph thing in a way. They know that they're being crazy. And so I remember one guy. It was at I-35, and it's a clusterfuck downtown. Like right when it's like 12th or whatever streets where it's a merge and. One lane goes left, but everyone's waiting. It is so bad downtown to get out of there at like 5 o'clock traffic. Mm-hmm. It's like it takes 2 lights for you to go through each block. It is so mind-bendingly numbing. And then when someone cuts in front of you, it's the end of the world. I remember a guy was chasing
cost me like 10 minutes. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the guy. So I cut in front of him because I had to get in, and he was upset and. Like he was going to kill me, right? And so he was like going into parking lots and going crazy, and I
wait, going into parking lots? What do you mean?
He was just going bananas, like he was out to kill me. Mm-hmm. And I wanted my only feeling was to go to explain to him, hey man, I get it, you're right. You're feeling the right thing. That's terrible what happened. But it's not me. It's the system. It's the way the roads are laid out.
Right.
So first of all, this is what I mean. Like if we had the unblock, which have we ever described the unblock to you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I did, and you dismissed it because you're like, I like Windows. Remember that?
No, but please continue.
But you went through the homo actions of Windows. I like Windows where like I'm not Dubs. There's a big boulder over here. I know you've got a little pebble in your hand. That's good. You do want Windows on a building where you want because the HOA fear.
Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Got
it.
Okay, sorry. No, I do know what you're talking about now.
But so yeah, the unblock, you wouldn't have any of this shit. The traffic flows freely. There's no stoplights in the unblock world. And this is one of the frustrations of being such a wise person as myself, that so I've designed a city layout, right? So when I drive around and I sit at a fucking red light, I'm like, we don't need red lights. We don't need red lights. I know that more than anyone. Like other people are like, oh, whatever, I guess I'll just be on my phone. Like, I know that we don't need this red light. I know that this is dangerous to have pedestrians on sidewalks next to fucking roads. I know this is inappropriate and nobody wants this. So it's harder for someone to see reality. So this is the problem of being a realitarian. That when you see reality, it is hard to know that other people don't want it. But we need to come together as a community of realitarians and let's find a little small town somewhere, probably Texas. I mean, Texas is a good state. It's not a bad state. Because you know what? Because state troopers, really. DPS. How do you feel about DPS?
Fine. Yeah,
fine.
I've had mostly good interactions with them.
Mostly good.
When I was younger, I used to get pulled over a lot because I had a shitty car.
Oh yeah. You told me about that.
Yeah, so I
The
have like some
class.
residual kind of like, I'm not just like jumping in their cars and like giving them high fives or whatever. But it's been really good since I got out of shitty cars.
So of all things, Dubs and I have been pulled over for looking like suspects.
Oh, we did?
You
When did
remember?
that happen? No, I don't remember.
Do you see how white people don't remember this? Because we just follow the rules. We follow the laws. What? Okay, we'll step out of the car. We pull over, and we don't even remember it. Anyone else is like, what? Why are you pulling me over? Is it because I'm white? That's what we should have said. Is it because I'm white? No, we matched this description of a suspect.
When did this happen? What? Oh God!
I think this is fascinating, right? That you don't remember it, because that's what I mean. It doesn't mean we don't remember it. So here's my problem: the black conservative guy who runs the gun show, he's got the gun show. Poosh, poosh, literally, always keeps two guns on him. Wait, we talked about this. The head lobbyist for Texas of pro-gun lobbyist is a black dude that runs. The Centex Gun Works or whatever, right there on 71.
Okay.
And you ever been there? Anyway, I got two gun trainings there because I let my thing expire. I had to get 2 trainings. Anyway, so I've seen his training twice, and he mentions that he was pulled over, and he mentions it as if because he was black. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because you're black, dude. I mean, a guy driving around in the middle of 2 a.m. in a parking lot of a commercial place that no one's open, that's suspicious. So I was like, this is so rough for black people that it's another issue with culturally, they have to see everything as racism because they're taught by their parents, don't let anyone be racist to you. So what that means is, if a bird shits on you, is it racism? No. Okay, is it racism? I lost this thing. Where is it? Is it racism? So black people live in a world where they have to see everything as racism. Even this hardcore conservative Republican out the wazoo can't be more Republican. I mean, he had the thing, like the Republican meetings were there at his Centex Gunworks. I mean, this is like a Republican conservative guy who is still connected to that, it was because I was black. But anyway, we got pulled over because we were white. And you don't remember it now still?
I really don't. No.
Want me to give you clues?
Yeah.
We were going to play poker at Oklahoma. We ate at that breakfast place. So Dubs is all about eating at nice places. I'm like, whatever, McDonald's. When we travel, that's my family would just go to McDonald's the first day. So I'm like, my tradition is goy slop. I just eat the crappiest food. He's like, it's a traveling. And so it's like, oh, brilliant. Yeah. So we picked a good restaurant, and that was amazing. That was just an experience, the wholesome people, not wholesome farms. But so we go to up there, and then we get pulled over. So you remember now?
I remember that, but I don't remember getting pulled over still. So yeah.
Oh wow!
That was one of those days, yeah.
What?
Who was driving? Was it?
You? I think we're driving.
That sounds right. Yeah. Is that right?
I feel like you were driving. That's interesting. But you were playing at the 2-5 table, I think. You remember that? Poker players remember like every hand. If you remind them, every hand. Like just like AOA2 games, you remember every game. You remember. It's just these are heightened sense of things. You know what I mean?
I remember certain things. There's a lot.
It can be recalled.
That gets lost, so, yeah.
It must be that we remember every time we had sex, right? If you recalled it, because it's such a heightened sense of reality.
Say. Probably.
Okay, so back to my mom tells me that I will go to hell if I can encourage my brothers not to be confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells me because this is what God will do. And I was like, Bene Gesserit witch, your powers have nothing over me. I was like, why are you quoting the Bible? So like, Mom, what are you talking about? You're quoting the Bible to me. I'm like, yeah, Mom, that's the Bible. I seem to have understood where this Bible came from. So,
what age were you at this time?
Well, I must have been 16, 17 or
okay.
4, something like that.
Yeah.
Because it must have been the next in line forward below was getting to confirmation age. And she was starting to realize, we got to confirm these guys a little sooner. And so she forbade me from stopping them from being confirmed. And they both got confirmed. Do you know that when you confirm, you make an oath to Satan?
No, I didn't.
They don't think of it that way, but you make an oath to hate Satan and you're at war with Satan and I will always be full of vitriol and hate for Satan or whatever. I'm like, what? Are you not realizing that's probably what Satan would want, right? That sounds like you're playing into Satan's game. But whatever.
How so?
What?
How so? How are you playing into his
If you
game?
make an oath to hate Satan,
Yeah.
well, Satan sounds like Satan would like that. Right?
I don't know.
Okay, this is my point. Sometimes people want you to hate them. Like the woke want you to hate them. The Christians wanted you to hate them. Kill us, please. We want martyrs to promote our whole cause. Woke are like, please kill us. We want martyrs to promote our cause. Hate us. By hating the woke, we can say you're racist. Look, you're racist. You're a fascist, whatever.
Yeah.
And it benefits them. They're set up for that. Hating people never wins. Just back off the hate. It doesn't work. It's an emotion innately. Nothing wrong with it. You hate people. That's fine. That's fine. But like step back. Realize you don't want to hate people. You want to promote the people you love. And it's something you got to override and all that. So it's almost like what I took was the whole Jesus teachings. And so how can we make this better? So in a way, I'm merely a Christian reactionary to the nonsensical Christian. You know what I mean?
Sounds right.
And so that is problematic because it could be that we need to not do this and we need to kill, our enemies. And I'm there, no, here's how I've made sense of love your enemy. And, who knows? But in the big scheme of things, I think it is better to not sacrifice yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think there's a lot of wisdom there for sure.
Right. All right, enough of condescension maxing. Okay, back to the slaves. Okay, so this chart, you were saying you didn't realize that very few slaves came to the United States. Okay, look, they said 0.5 million, right? But look at these others. 0.2 million, 0.5 million. These are all the same. This is not a good graphic infographic, right? Mm-hmm. They can make this one smaller. 0.2 million should be much smaller, right?
Right.
They're making it look like more people went to Mexico. And then 0.4, anyway, so, and then 4 to 5 million, is that 8 to 10 times as much as that?
Where's it even going though? Just the Caribbean generally? Like
Caribbean, all of these, Haiti and all that.
Yeah, okay.
Because of plantations. It's about plantations, coffee, all the stuff you could grow.
Yeah.
And so bazillions, and then some over here.
Uh-huh.
So less than 500,000 is basically what it is,
I had no idea Brazil was like a major one. That's all information to me.
And I just read this coffee book or reading it. So to me, it's all coffee, but I'm sure it's all kinds of stuff. Well, I guess they show wheat or I don't know what.
Yeah, you see cotton up there. Let's see. One thing. So I also learned the number that I recall was something to the effect of there were like about 1 million white slaves. Like they were went the other way.
What do you mean?
So like there were slaves that were transported back, right? Like, because it wasn't like, you'd have like pirates that would like
oh, people would trap white slaves from where? Europe?
Yeah, like I think I most typically, I don't know if it went like back to the Middle East or what, but like I remember a number, like 1 million like white people were made slaves during the same time period. Mm. Of course, you're looking at maybe like 10 times that on the aggregate here, right? But something like 1 million white slaves were also, brought into the fold. It wasn't like it was only blacks that were slaves at the time.
Yeah. The white slavery. I guess I don't know much about that because public education or private education. Yeah. Okay, but do you know where slavery originated? African slavery, black, genetic-based slavery. Where did that originate?
Geez, like the origination, I have no idea.
Zanzibar. Do you know where Zanzibar is? It's a little island over here.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of Tanzania?
Yeah.
So Tanzania is a combination of Zanzibar, Tanganyika is the mainland. Mm-hmm. Tanganyika and Zanzibar combined to make Tanzania.
Okay.
So Casey and I went there because Zanzibar. We went there for.
You went to Tanzania?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the safaris. Before the 3 weeks of summer. We went for a month, okay? For a month, we go to Zanzibar. Dude, I gotta show pictures. You don't understand. Ultimate. We're in a hut, a grass hut. I literally go to the office, the front area, like the bar, and I'm like, what room are you in or whatever? And I'm like, oh, I'm in, was it 11:30, 12:30? Oh, it's like 3, because there's only 10 of these luxury huts, you know what I mean? Because my brain can't even fathom that I'm only in a single digit place. Anyway, so, wait, this might be Zanzibar. No, it's not. That's Madagascar. So Zanzibar is like a tiny island. Anyway, that's the literal place where it started, and it went to all Islamic, Muslim things. But the reason there's no slaves today, do you know why?
No.
Here's the clue. Those slaves could not testify.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, they castrated their slaves.
Yeah.
Which must be an Islamic thing, or I don't know what, but which is a reasonable solution to the whole problem. And this is a problem that Islam is a very reasonable religion. It's not something,
Clearly. I mean,
no, it is, because slavery, here's the difficulty with slavery, is that if you say no slavery, that means we need to kill our enemies instead of sparing them. Because the ultimate, where slavery comes from is
I see what you're saying.
everyone killing each other. Please don't kill me. I'll do anything. I'll do anything you want. And it starts with, obviously, hot chick women that you're going to kill. Hold on a second. I can think of some uses for these women. So if they're saying they want to do anything, hold on. They got my attention. Yeah. But once you realize there's you institutionalize that, over 1,000 years, that becomes institutionalized. And so there's just the whole idea of you conquer people. Well, then, would you like to be, a slave or killed? Okay, slave. Okay, killed. Okay, killed in that line over here. And so everybody's like understanding and doing it, But they started the whole black slavery in the 700s.
And that would have, okay.
This shows you that the black community in the United States is not even remotely trying to address real blame for what's going on. Because the black community will say 400 years of slavery. Oh, in the 1600s, they started it here.
Right.
What about these guys? They castrated you guys. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. But wasn't there slavery like everywhere? Like of all types?
Yeah, but it was conquered slaves.
Sure. Yeah.
Not, you're black. Oh, wait, how are you free? Put some cuffs on this guy. Like when they started slavery, they cuffed a guy. I think they bought him. I'm sorry, you're a landowner. Remember like New Amsterdam or whatever?
No, wait.
There's some kind of story about where Amsterdam passed some law, like slavery is now allowed, black slavery. And like, what are you doing in this house you've owned, this middle-class guy that's getting his shit together? I'm sorry, you're black, we're gonna own you now, and what? Yeah.
That was in New Amsterdam, you say?
Yeah, New York.
New York. Oh, I heard New Amsterdam. Okay.
New York was New Amsterdam before.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And then there was some kind of weirdness over there. Some betrayal or whatnot. Lots to talk about slaves. Okay, so we talked about also. We're still on just the last show. Okay, so we talked about me running for office. That's not a real thing because I'm not going to reveal, but I will tell you I live in South Austin. I'll tell you this much. I live in this South Austin. But if I reveal if one of these 4 areas, it just narrows it down a little too much. I don't know. So, but this is our district map, of people. And so, but if I was to run for office, it's like, it's not even a remotely reasonable thing.
Does that mean you need to move?
That's true. I didn't think about that. No. I would not move. The point is, you're not going to win anyway. That's not the point. So, also look at Austin. What a hodgepodge of nonsense, right?
Oh yeah, that whole thing is crazy.
There's some laws in Texas, at least, but probably everywhere, that they can grab. What do they call it? Annexing, like against your will. Like Circle C was a big issue. Do you remember that?
No.
They annexed Circle C against their will, or who knows what. I'm like, dude. The boar will solve all that.
That's pretty funny how you look at like the West Austin over there. You've got this big section that's just kind of like, nah, not us.
Yeah, what? And then there's no crime here, of course. But Sunset Valley is high crime.
Oh, is that right?
But then I don't know, because on the crime charts it's a high crime. But is that because they have very few police to investigate things? You know? Or and maybe that means lower taxes, and that's better. Or is it because they're like, 911, this guy pet my cat the wrong way? Is it like, Karen's just everything's a crime and this is reporting 80 million crimes compared to everyone else? By the way, that's where I go to Costco through Sunset Valley. There's these bike rides, these bike routes.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at a place down here. Oh my God, it's surreal. I don't want to give it away, I guess. Why would I tell about it? But it is just like it's like in the country, but it's in the city. That's what I love. Like the Annie house, I was in the country.
Yeah.
The pool where Okay, so meanwhile, what were we talking? Here are the districts and okay, do you know that the squad? Do you know who the squad is?
I didn't know they like multiplied because I thought the squad was basically the quad, right? Like there were like 4 of them. And so, yeah, I guess they've got...
They think of themselves as some group, I guess, and then they get accepted in, like Greg Casar. So there's all females, except for Greg Casar.
Yeah, so I knew the top 4. I didn't know these other guys.
Right. Now, Greg Casar, do you know who he is? He is our representative. Did you know that?
Oh,
the House?
Yeah. I do know.
Bing, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's our representative. Part of the squad, total left-wing fascist, But like, if we were to meet him in person, we should love him and care him. Oh my God, yeah. He went to Strake, the same high school I went to.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's interesting. But these other guys, Summer Lee, I've never heard of her.
I've heard the name.
I'm assuming immediately trans. If I haven't, I don't know why. But do you know about what's the guy, the Nazi tattoo guy? Anyway, that race. Have you seen the person that the Democrats are running now or something?
Oh no, did they pick someone?
It's a trans person who's like not answering questions well, and they're like, I could write books. I've written books. Why are you qualified to run? I've written books.
Are you kidding me? They didn't pick someone reasonable?
They can't. What do you mean? There's no one's in charge. No one has a bore. If the Democrats want a bore, I can talk to you, Democrats. I can help you out. I mean, you'll win the race. If Democrats want to win this, you got to get a bore, but you're going to have to answer to the people. But see, Democrats are okay with answering to the people because in theory, they're like, no, I'm supporting what the people want.
Oh, that's amazing. How did I not hear about that? Okay, so that's...
I've got to go with the Democrats. They really are ripe for this because they all love people power, right?
Yeah. What's so interesting is like what one think of like the establishment, right? Because like I think the current Senate majority leader Schumer, he's like, hey, former governor, old lady, that's the person that's the person I'm going to endorse. That's who we should have. Blah blah blah. And everyone's like, nah, we want Nazi tattoo guy. And like apparently they're still not going to go with, even after the.
It might be too late.
I mean,
I have no idea what's going on with that race or anything.
That's fascinating though. I hadn't heard they'd picked anyone, so yeah, that's really interesting.
Schumer? Have you ever seen the video of him cooking hamburgers?
No.
It is surreal because they'll remember Elizabeth Warren doing the well, you know what? I think I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to go to my kitchen and have a beer because she's in her kitchen. I'm a regular person. She goes up. Look at me. I'm just having a beer. Do you remember that video?
No, I didn't see it.
It's just like when these politicians try to be a real person and it's so overtly fake and weird. Like, yeah, it looks like you've never had a beer before in your life.
Yeah.
No one says, I'm going to have a beer 5 times when they're going to have a beer or whatever. Okay.
Right.
But you just go and have a beer.
Yeah, you casually pull it out of the...
Yeah, you don't actually say, I'm going to have a beer. Right?
I mean...
Yeah, you don't. No one says that. You go and grab a beer as you're talking to somebody. Right? Like I'm drinking. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have a drink of whiskey. Look at me. Unwhiskey. It's not alcoholic. We were talking about, the Schumer and the burgers. Okay, it's Schumer. Look at me. I'm a regular guy. I'm American grilling. Never grilled in his life. And you can tell he has cheese that he put on top of the burgers.
Okay.
You don't ever put cheese on the burgers, right?
Right at the end.
When they're raw.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He had raw burgers he put cheese on. And it's like, that makes no sense to anybody who's ever made a burger, ever on a grill. And so it's like, how do you fail? Because it's like, I'm going to look normal. Now you have solidified officially, seal of approval. You are not
fake.
normal.
Yeah, total fake.
Oh my God. That's Greg Kassar, a cohort of mine, apparently. Oh, Beau and Dubs. My God, we're still at the beginning of this. Okay, so as I'm having to realize I need to move into a smaller place and get rid of my stuff, I pulled out my, so I have my drawers by hook, by verb. This is the hook. So bind is one for string and things. Glue is another one for tape. But this is hook. So this would include Velcro, right? Hook.
Okay.
They're hooks.
I was trying to figure it out, but now I get it.
All kinds of hooks of hook things that are little carabiners and whatnot, you know.
Okay.
Those are hooks.
Okay.
This is the category. I have more than you could ever need, and then meanwhile, inside of here I have this. What in the, here, you take this one and try to figure out what is this anyway? But this is like what I'm saving. I don't throw anything away. It's like my dad. When my dad passed away, we knew this was going to happen. We knew that this was like in the garage. He had multiple containers with many drawers, multiple, that had all filled with screws and nuts and bolts, all sorted by size and everything.
I mean, it's great, right? If you ever need one.
But what garage sale? Goodbye. What do you do with that? You don't ever need it.
You put it in your garage, and then you pass it on to your children.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't have a garage, thank God. I mean, this is a benefit of being nomadic. Okay, so what can you think of a use for this? Why do I have it?
I mean, you could secure nearly anything, right? It's like, oh, you know, my Christmas tree, the lights are like
Right.
too tangled.
Okay, do you need these?
No.
Okay, I'm going to throw them away. So there we go. So we're burning memories. Thank you. We did that. But look at how much Velcro I have. Any kind of Velcro comes my way. I don't throw it away. I just got a whole tub of basically Velcro.
I mean, it is an amazing technology. So
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, astronaut stuff. Okay.
Oh, chemistry, not my favorite. Let's go.
Yeah, so this is a little meme type thing that is trying to say organic sugar versus non-organic. If it's the same chemical, what's the difference? And that is a great point.
Well, I think that's the thing. I think for whatever reason, people got the idea that organic was like more nutritious or had some like different chemical composition, but it's more kind of like it's not used with herbicides, right? So you don't have like poison being like sprayed on it in the same way you would with a non-organic thing. So maybe whatever gets absorbed into from the poison, right? From whatever you're spraying on it, whatever pesticides you're using, that's the thing that you're hoping to avoid with organic stuff. That's my thought anyway.
Yeah, exactly. The peripheral kinds of things, not the end product. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the end product is the same exact thing. Exactly. So that's the answer. You keep thinking. Here's a chart of the world. I don't know if you've seen this or
no.
It's like a population of the world at 8 billion. So we're a little over, I think now. But so it just kind of helps you understand. India's really big. China. So the red is all Asia, and then this is Africa.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful little visualization there.
Yeah. What is this? Europe?
Is that I guess
North and South America. Australia, nothing. So just ignore every Australian. What do you from Australia?
So that's kind of interesting. Just looking at like the West, or I guess West. Oh, sorry, that's not even right. So we think of like America, right? North and South America. We're just that little boop, that little like the little.
Yeah. 335 million. Nigeria, 218 million.
That is pretty wild. Yeah.
Rest of sub-Saharan Africa, 307 million. That's just the remainder. I mean, look.
That is pretty wild.
Guys, Indonesia, 280 million. Interesting, right? Okay. So anyway, that's what that is.
Yeah.
And then I've heard some people say, that they're fudging the numbers, which could be a thing with China. I wish I had the videos of those, all the amazing things in China. Like, because you said you hadn't seen those things.
Some of them, yeah.
Every single thing they've done is like off the chart.
What was North Korea? They seem so big there, but they're kind of small, right?
Where is
What?
North Korea?
It's just down south of China. Oh, it's okay.
26 million.
So they should actually be like tiny, right? Like comparatively, like 1.45 billion and then like 26 million. Like, shouldn't that be like? I guess it's the correct size.
Where's South Korea?
It's up at the top, above China.
Oh, interesting. They've separated them like that.
That's the DMZ, China.
Right. 51 million for South. Oh, but then of course that'll change because South Korea's got to create a reproduction crisis.
Wait a minute. Why does South Korea look smaller? Is that just like a?
South Korea looks.
I'm sorry, right? Because it's 51 million. Nearly
What?
double.
Dubs, you found the flaw. That is it. Do y'all see this? Are y'all seeing this shit? South Korea at the top of China is 51 million. Should be twice the size of. Oh my God. You'll make me knock over baby RoboCop. Oh my God, you're right.
Standing strong.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. Yeah, so it's crap. The whole thing is AI slop.
I like that visualization though.
Okay, so we know why, because this is the whole function of my person. But I went and did a whole thing on this. So let me do this. I don't know why we're doing the old regular
content here.
Regular content.
Okay, so we gotta cycle back.
I got time to preach. We're done with this goddamn box. Do you know that? Okay, so I put Adobe Pro on here.
Okay.
I have the last CS5.
Yeah.
The very last was CS 5.5, but then CS5 I have. Okay, I put it on. So I'm like, oh, it can't activate it, because that was an ordeal in itself. It's just loading it on, because you have to plug into your laptop, you have to plug in a goddamn external CD drive and do the things.
Right.
Okay, so I get it in, and I go to activate it and go to use it. Oh, you have to deactivate. You have 2 uses of it somewhere else on other computers.
Oh yeah.
You got to deactivate yet first. I'm like, okay, well, what? Oh my God. So if the computer breaks and this is destroyed, you can't deactivate it, or what?
That's a good question. Do they not have like a pathway for that?
I don't know. So I've got this old guy that I never should have put it on, that I put it on, and make sure I get it off. But like, what a pain in the ass. And all of that. Then once I do that, then I've got to update it, because it's like 16 years old. So I got to update it to the latest update. And it's a dead program, so they don't care about it anymore, but they did an update a year ago. And so I'm like, then it's going to be, who knows? And then it might not even solve my problems, you know? Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so 1-to-1 representation: elect, measure, ignore. Well, it's 3 steps: elect, measure, ignore, and then there's Emmy. And it took me 20 minutes to get this picture of Emmy. Because I'm like, then looking at pictures of Emmy is all this and that. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Okay, so electing, this is the answer to the universe, guys. I mean, it seems like I've just kind of stumbled into this, but this is it. Psh, clear your mind. It's happening now. You're seeing what the actual thing we should be doing. Now, it's not technically not answer to the universe like I've defined earlier in the show. That's RQ, but this is what you should all be doing. Shut up and listen. Condescension, Max. Each member may transfer their voting power to any member. These are the 11 words of electing representatives. The 11 words of 1-to-1 representation. This is where it happens. Boom! You did it. Each person, bam. Okay, what? Oh God, I fucked that all up. Okay, each person, so measuring RQ. Each person is assigned RQ. The number of people they represent divided by the total number of members. I feel like I've said that better in the past. You know, I've had that presented better in the past.
Possibly. I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense.
Not wrong. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Maybe
I've heard it a few times, but yeah.
Yeah. Some people need narrative. Some people need graphic, mathematical equations. So you measure. Okay, we just elected people. Okay, well, now how many votes do we have?
No, yeah, that's probably not a bad thing to do on the previous one. Maybe put some like graphs, This is what you represent compared to the whole kind of graphical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Silence those with no RQ and ignore those with low RQ. So that's what the ME thing is. Elect, measure, ignore. That's the beauty of the whole system. You ignore people that don't really matter, right? If they want to come together and form a gigantic group of the people that don't matter, then we'll listen to them, because then they're basically combining their RQ, and their RQ level would be high enough to where we would listen and pay attention.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah. But if you're someone that just, your wife voted for you and you're just an asshole and what? RQ2? I'm sorry, that's not going to cut it for adult Americans, you know? All right. But the real thing is, when people can wrap their mind around, is with the House of Representatives, you know? And I'm not about reform. I'm not about changing things, but we could, if you wanted to. A lot of people want to change things. The benchmark, so you're setting, there's 3 types of way you do the benchmark, but what we're really just going to do is number of seats. So that's all we're going to do. That's the key. The easiest one, you know, there's 435 spots. Let's fill them in order. So, but we don't need districts for House seats. So you don't need any districts. Imagine the whole thing across the board, America as one nation. I know we're states, but we have to overcome this hurdle. Better than DSA. Remember the DSA things that they said they were going to do?
Which thing?
So that Democratic Socialists of America, they came out with, they're going to get rid of the Senate, the Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah. And basically everything but the House.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst body.
Yeah, and so that's starting to get backlash, and people are starting to go, what? Oh my God, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
But instead of, don't worry about the Senate. Like, guys, if you just get a thing that represents you, you know, you'll get it. But my point is with the DSA is that they don't want democracy. They want what they want. And if most people are against it, they're like, everyone's retarded. You know, that's how their view is. You know, so they don't really want democracy. But I mean, if you want democracy, that's the answer. Whatever. Okay. So
now, I mean, they're angling for the only thing they can win, right? Like, they can win House seats, but they can't win anything else. So that's why they want to maximize their potential.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I mean. It's not even a bad thing that they want that. Of course, strategically, they want that. They want to get rid of the Senate. But that's why we recognize that these people do not want what's best for everyone. They want what's best for them only.
Yeah.
It's really about who is not participating in the melting pot, the American thing, right?
Which is them.
Them, for sure.
Yeah.
But there's others. And like,
Sure.
if we made that the thing, like, are you with society? Are you for integrating, or are you for like being a separate group of people? Like, let's integrate. So 1-to-1 allows the integration, right? Like, imagine you're whatever you are, a black supremacist, a white supremacist. You want black only country and a white only country. If you're 1-to-1 include, you can now integrate. You see, through 1-to-1 representation, you can integrate, but be a white supremacist and a black supremacist. You see?
I mean, you can be represented for sure. Do you feel like, how would they be integrated though? How would that?
Well, they're participating in the whole thing.
Okay, at participation, I don't quite consider that integration with society anyway.
But like, but it's palatable. If you want black supremacy, you want a black only living area. We're okay with that if you're participating in 1-to-1, and we're like, oh, well, you know, this many people want to do that, and they want to do that themselves. Okay, sure. Because 1-to-1 lends itself to individuality and doing your own thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's some level that I'd be endorsed. I wouldn't endorse that in particular, but you know, there are things that I could endorse. I think there's some value, I think, in having a more diversified governmental system, right? Where we have like we've talked about this. Yeah, the little
but this
laboratories
is all
of democracy.
diversified. What do you mean?
No, that's what I'm saying. Laboratories of democracy, but there's some levels, right? Like, I don't want to have black only, white only. Like, there's some things that we've decided.
Oh, you don't want it, so nobody gets to have it.
Well, no, that constitutionally we've said, you know, right? Like, these are some of our fundamental tenets, right? That all men are created equal, and so when you start being like, oh, well, you can't be here because you're not this or that, sort of like that, I think that starts to push against our fundamental tenets as a nation.
That doesn't push against that. All men are created equal. I want only white men at my birthday party. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't counteract it.
I mean, that's fair. Like, they're and let's say things in the public sphere, right? There are elements of things that that intersects in. But no, your birthday party, you invite whatever the fuck you want. But like, for things that are broadly available, right? The way they call it public goods, things that are public goods, those you can't have. Like, for this public good, you You can't just say, oh, it's for the whites or for the blacks or for whomever. Like it's for
Yeah,
everyone.
but black people can pool their money and do their own thing.
They can do whatever they want. Yeah, sure. But for
Why do you hate
public goods, it's the government can't start looking and being like, you can do this, you can do that. Like it needs to be blind to everything.
Right. Well, if it could be 1-to-1, if it could be like, well, that's what people want to do with their money and their things.
Private action, I feel like mostly. I don't know. Like I think I'm torn on it, but I think you're probably right.
Right. So do you know about the white thing, the white only place in Arkansas? Yeah, they're starting a white, or they did like maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, white only place. They bought it and they're only going to allow. And it's, I'm all supportive of experimental things. So I was like, oh, okay, this sounds like, this could really have legs. And then.
So, well, that kind of like intersects with public goods, right? Like, okay, you can have a get together at your house.
Right, they own the brand themselves.
But you start selling things like, okay, well, this is my white only store. Now you're starting to like trespass.
But in their own community, they can have a white only store, right?
No, that's when you start trespassing on like, because where is that in? Where is the?
Wait a minute. If you have
this is
land and there's a store in the middle, and you say, I only serve to the white people of this community.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing
the only people of this community, you're not even saying white.
Oh, well, then that's different, probably.
But the community is only white because you're by law forbidden.
Yeah. And we do things like that already, right? Like, I think something in my neighborhood. Like, if you're from this neighborhood, you can come to this to this area for free. But if you're outside, you have to pay. Like, okay, I mean, anyone can move into that neighborhood, but if you come in, you have to pay to go to the beach or whatever.
In New Jersey, you have to pay to go to the beach.
I don't know what these damn communists do up there.
New Jersey is the only state where you're not allowed to pump your own gas.
I've heard something like that. Yeah.
It's insane. And they eat submarine sandwiches cold.
Heathens. I've had some good sandwiches that were cold, but in general. Actually, there's some good cold sandwiches.
Of all things, Casey's favorite place was Windmill Hot Dogs. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
This is a hot dog place, but they had massive hot dogs. And she would like order them from delivered to Texas.
Oh, no kidding. Wait, where are they from? They're from New Jersey?
New Jersey, in that area.
God. What? Were they fresh at all?
Imported a hot dog.
Yeah. Like on the bread, or was it all decomposed? You had to construct it?
No, just the meat, I think.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
It's funny. Did it have the hot dog too? Because like the shell, the bread too, because that would be the whole point. Why? I don't even know. But they were massive hot dogs. Oh my god. Okay, so anyway,
moving right along.
So there's a natural ebb and flow that can be tracked. You've never seen this thing, probably? This looks a little chaotic. I tried to manufacture of a like what would we be looking at if we had 1-to-1 representation. People are voting for people, then they're not voting for people, then they're voting for them again, or they're moving from one person to another, or whatever. So like this person who gets votes, he goes down. Maybe it's some scandal.
All right. Any person that's like a statistician or into math or whatever, they're gonna like hate you from this graphic because you're not defining what your X and your Y's are, right? You have literally just like it doesn't matter what, because like anything. Yeah, but I'm just saying this offends me in some fundamental level of like.
Oh well, that's
data.
Retardation, because this is not talking about that at all.
Well, no, if you're gonna.
Exactly, I know your brain's like, no, this seems to be a problem, but it's not a problem. Your brain's making it a problem.
Well, I guess
that's
it depends.
What we call retardation.
Because like when you don't have your units defined, those could all be the same number.
The fuck are you talking about?
Right.
What do you mean they could all be the
Basically.
same number?
Basically, because there's like an infinite amount of numbers between 1 and 0, right? So all those data points could be all within roughly the same bracket of whatever.
Sure. This could all be squished down into 0.1.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not even talking about that. That's why it's not there. It's not relevant. I mean, it could be that I've made a mistake, but that's not the mistake.
Okay.
I'm trying to show you that people go up and down in the whole voting process. And this is so one of the things about one-to-one, there'd be websites showing who's gaining and losing, and everyone's looking at reports of whatever, right? So what you would be looking at is reports within your community. Because let's say you're a DSA, you're a Democratic Socialist, or you're a hard right Nazi, whatever you are, you're part of some group, and you're like, okay, who of the Nazis, who do I got? Okay, you click, I want to see this guy, right? Or I want to see these people, whatever. You pick the people you want to see, and then it highlights who you're looking at. So you're looking at what your eyeballs are on. This is why we don't need debates. You're trying to find what's going on. You're seeing who you want to see. No one needs to shove anything in your face. And so some guy goes, maybe a scandal happened here, right? Why did he drop so low? But then apparently he went back up even better. So he must have recovered from this scandal. And it must have been bullshit, whatever the story against him was. But that's what can happen. You can lose and then gain because you're not out forever. You're there. Even if let's say this guy's out. Oh, fuck it. He's like, I'm just going to go fish and retire the rest of my life and live in a lake house. Well, everyone's like, oh no, we love this guy. We vote for him against his will. You see, one-to-one is not this guy making the decision, this candidate or this person. There's no candidates, but this person that we're voting for, he's not making decisions. We are. We're choosing. No, we want that guy back. He was great. That was a lie about him. And so then it comes back, boop, 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 all the way to the top. Okay, so and you can see where people are. So what you're doing is you're looking at, this is helping people understand where these guys are in the whole social matrix of their community, the community at all. Does that mean anything to you? Do you see
I like it
this?
conceptually. I'm still holding on to my anger at the not knowing the units, but
right,
I can't wait till we
right.
have like real data and like we can talk through it. Yeah. But I think part of it goes
But
back
this
to
is not real data. You
that's
know
what I'm saying.
that.
That's something we need to go back to, right? Kind of like putting,
Did you get sensitive because I called you retarded?
no,
Okay.
but it does go back to like how do we actually do prototype this, right? Like how do we
Do what?
how do we prototype this? Like how do we do this with our bore of two to like track something? Like we need to figure out how to prototype that step so we can get this data. We'll do it on like I don't know. Maybe we'll form like two bores, and then like one of them we can track some
Two
data.
bore. Well, these are so these are the people we're tracking.
But the numbers that represent their something related to them, right? Their RQ or something. Like what do those data points represent?
Okay, this is RQ. That's a good point. This is RQ.
Yeah.
And this is time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would maybe trying to think of we need to get critical mass. So we need to get enough data to get like enough people to give us some movement and see how that would work.
Critical mass. But this doesn't matter if it's just 12 people.
No, just something to talk about, right? Something to like maybe even argue about. Like,
You want to do real data? Like
Yeah.
So that's what we should do with UT students because they're the only ones that are going to be interested in the future.
Sure. Yeah.
And look, dude, there's this place near. I don't want to say where because I might move there. It's got to be the worst shithole on the planet. It's
come on. There's
900
a lot of shitholes on the planet.
It's $900 for like 900 square feet
Okay.
around campus.
I feel like that's close to what we paid when we first moved to Austin.
Right,
$1
exactly.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's what we were
decades
paying
ago.
at our place. That was like
Yeah.
1.2. Like we paid like 1.15 dollars per square foot
Yeah.
at our place, where we were neighbors at. That's where we know each other. And so, I got to check in with that place as well because I can move back there. That'd be fun.
Is it
Wouldn't that be amazing, right?
Still the same person running it? I actually remember her name. Interestingly.
Yeah. Is it BD?
Oh, I thought it was GY.
Huh. I can't. Yeah, because the landladies, I get confused. Anyway, so whatever this means, okay. I never would have thought that you'd have a problem with there not being data points or something like that.
This is where I have random, and maybe it's just like because I've had a few glasses of wine now. But yeah, I'm offended. I'm offended by that.
No, but see, that's what I mean. That randomness, like you're saying, but the impetus, what that creates is in you. We need to get real data, and yes, that is a true statement. We do need to get real data. So you're bringing that to the team. Like, yes, that's what we need. Everyone has a natural bringing of goodness to whatever the hell they're doing because they're all trying to help. No one's trying to hurt. No person joins a group and wants to look like the fucking idiot that doesn't know what he's doing. Everyone's trying to help, guys. Let's just move on with our lives and get... Oh, okay, thank God.
Someone save us.
Oh, wait. There were the perpetual...
Oh, the perpetual things.
Let's see how the volume... Okay, good. I don't think the volume's going through on the... Yeah, you see that's going through on to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a guy with this perpetual motion machines, and you've never seen these before.
No. Well, I mean, not until you showed them earlier to me. Yeah.
And I'm sorry we can't get this better represented.
But I think I get the concept. What I don't get is like how anyone could believe it could be a thing.
Oh, you don't think that's real?
I mean, I imagine he's doing something interesting, but I don't believe he's made a perpetual motion machine. No. It's like physically, like physics-wise, impossible, right? Like there's literally no possible way to have a perpetual motion machine. So
okay,
maybe
wait a minute.
Harness some interesting...
Okay, that's what I mean. Like there's the theoretical, and then there's what we're looking at. Like you're saying that if you created that machine like that, it's
I'm
not
telling
real.
you,
That's not. Wait, is that real? Are you saying that's real or AI?
I will bet you any amount of money in the world that there is not a perpetual motion machine.
Okay. The things we're looking at, real or AI? What do you think? And you don't have to have a definitive answer.
All I'm saying is it may be extra. It may be doing something. It may be converting some kind of energy there, but it is not a perpetual motion machine.
Okay.
I will bet you.
Sure. What do you want to call it?
A fake.
A fake?
I mean, maybe they found some interesting energy is actually inside these things. That's not gonna. If I go over there tomorrow, that thing's not gonna still be running without some kind of external source of energy. Like that, it's just not happening. Like it's not the way.
Okay.
Am I the person that is the more skeptical in this? Like you.
I'm not saying that is real. Even I live in reality. I'm a realitarian. Like that could be fake. It could be AI or whatever. But
yeah.
Like, I mean, who hasn't already thought of like having magnets that would just go the opposite way and just spin around and do things? And
absolutely, yeah.
So that would be a way you would do it. It seems reasonable. What?
No.
What?
It's unreasonable that you have a perpetual motion machine.
Oh, because the institutions of truth have got.
Because if that were possible, it would change the entire world tomorrow.
And how do you know that? Because the institutions of truth told you.
No, because if I could go build it in my backyard, I would right now, right? If they would post like the specs and we could do it, then everyone would do it and the entire world would be changed tomorrow.
Right. So you could go build that. We saw how he built it. You could go build it. Are you going to build it? No, you're not.
I would if I believed it. I don't
exactly. And you don't believe it because the institutions of truth have given you the propaganda telling you that's not possible.
Well, I mean,
so your brain doesn't even conceive that's even possible.
So when there's like a free energy and they start selling it on the market in India or wherever that's happening, then I'll be buying that energy, that free energy all day long, and this whole world will change. But I mean, that would be amazing. I would love it to be true, but I just know it's not true.
Well, the thing that makes me think it's not true is the magnets aren't facing the right way, but it seems like you could do that pretty straightforward.
No, you could not make a perpetual motion machine, right? That's
and why do you say that?
Because they're...
But perpetual, I mean, maybe 0.99999%.
Okay, so what is the origin of the energy that is powering the machine?
We saw this guy turning the tire, this person turning the thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, okay, so
So energy was put in. It's just so efficient. It goes on and on and on for hours.
okay, so sure. It's the whatever they're doing has like almost zero energy cost, and they can do that for a very long time.
Right.
Maybe so, because like you can actually get water to flow once you get it flowing, and it goes. It can like right if you have like
Right.
if it's maybe that they've got like a water tank that's above it, and the energy is being transferred from the water that's at a higher level, and that's what's powering it. And all they did was like open that spigot or whatever. Sure, but perpetual motion machine, I would. That is the if that is true, they have solved the world's problems, right? And
Right.
so if they're just recording it and be like, "Oh, look at this cool thing I did," like, no, they have solved the world's
Right.
problems.
Okay, and now we get to the issue. Yeah, it can't be that an Indian has solved the world's problems. We get it. Oh, it's all racism with you.
No,
Every fucking thing is racism with you.
obviously, no, but it just like that would be the biggest news in the world, right? If they actually did that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how the world would change if we didn't need to drill oil?
First of all, no, that would not be
there'd
the
be no
biggest news in
climate
the world.
change.
Oh, well, 1-to-1 representation. Is that the biggest news in the world? Well, this guy in Austin, Texas, he figured out how we can have an elected representation. Oh, it's the biggest news in the world. If that really was an answer to the universe, I mean, we'd all just come together in a utopia. And then all the news companies would be like, oh my God, guys, look, news companies are obsolete. Bullshit corporations are obsolete. Yeah, that's what we're going to report on. Not gonna happen.
I don't mean to denigrate your idea. I think it's important and I think it's worth following, but you are not on the level of perpetual energy. Like that is literally like, I don't know. I can't think of there's probably something more important, but man, that is super important. Like that would change the world. Like that is that is abundance.
Bro, it's about efficiency. It ain't perpetual motion. Yeah, we get it. You know, you can't put more in, get more out than you can put in.
Okay.
We understand that.
Okay, so long as we understand that. And
But when you have 0.9999% efficiency, it's what we call perpetual motion.
No, you don't, because it's not the same.
I know. Technically, grain of sand versus the mountain of fucking. Meanwhile, there's Dubs on it. I refuse to use these perpetual motion machines because they're not actual perpetual motion, and I will never have free energy in my household. Not in my household. I will have windows wherever I want. That's why I live by myself in a dump, and all these people are walking around me, homeless people. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so that was fun.
Yep. Oh, are we done?
I feel like I had a lot more in my mind of what was going to happen today, but that's what we did. No, what else can we do? We can look at videos. I mean, but it's kind of
I
random.
was to say we don't have the audio thing figured out, right?
Yeah, we don't have that figured out. We got sound bites where you just elected representative is inside your head. You just go and elect. But you know, that's that. Okay, so let's close out the show. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We're done. We're not talking to you anymore. We're talking to ourselves. This is the after show. Thank you very much. Happy goodbye day. That's you. That's you over there. Goodbye. Okay, now it's just us.
Okay.
And nobody else. So talk to me about how you hate Indians.
What? No, I think they're great.
Do you know that Indians like Hindu wasn't even a name? Like Hindu is a name for the religion of Indians, right?
Okay.
But they didn't have a name for religion because they lived in a world where what do you call this? We're Indian. I'm an Indian. That's what we do. Indians do
American.
this.
Yeah, I'm an American.
Yeah. And this is how it was in the ancient world. It's like, what do you mean? What religion? Like, he worships, like in Rome, like, what do you mean with religion? He worships this God and this God and this God, and I worship these gods and this gods and this gods, and everyone goes to this temple, and so it's just like this is the way of life. So this whole idea of labeling religion, it seems like a Western kind of idea. We must label things, and things must be segregated. Your culture can't be just, it needs to be you, the people, and then there's religion, there's social aspects.
I mean, there is something to that, right? Like when you have a melting pot, you need people to kind of disassociate their identity from their religion at some level.
Yeah. Oh, right, right. You're the people. Right. You see, there you go. Indians feel like they're a people, which is the brilliant. No, you belong. Yeah, you're the lowest caste member, but you belong. You're part of everything. You're part of you making this go, buddy.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, even though I don't love the caste system, but I do think that there's some value in that kind of like you're saying, because there is some natural caste system anyway, right? So I don't know that it should be like based on birth or marriage or whatever, but you're always going to have some distribution of something, right? You're a celebrity, you're not. You're
Right.
whatever. You're rich, you're not.
You're familiar with Soma, the book, Aldous Huxley,
Yeah. But we're not talking about 84.
the alpha, betas, and gammas and deltas.
Yeah.
It really is so brilliant. And people genetically programmed to be
Oh yeah, for their like
what
caste
level they
system.
are.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
happy being whatever they are. Like, I feel like I have a very delta. I mean, I want to service people. I love driving Uber. Like, I love picking up people's luggage, putting in the car,
Right.
Making their ride the best ever. But then is that because I'm like, super well trained as a human, and the best human would be a good Uber driver in that way,
I mean,
Or
that's
am-
one way to look at it, but I would, at least the top spin I would put on that would be more like you kind of have some of those wanting to give people, like, to make other people happy is like good for you, right? Like there's some reciprocal element of giving to others, right? Giving of yourself to other people.
Yeah.
That service element is like part of what I think humans value in themselves. Even like I have something I'm fulfilling as my role, and I think there's multiple ways we get that, right? Family, religion, like as being a part of a community that has those beliefs. But I think also just the service element of it is really important. It actually is one of the things I worry about with AI, right? Like, are we gonna have when we when we have robots that are even better at the service that we are? What do we provide? How do we get that kind of connection that we need to feel like we're contributing?
Mm-hmm. And you've never heard the lyrics of the song "In the Year 2525"?
I think you told me about that. Right?
The gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a funny song. Very nothing, intellectual. But everyone's all worried about AI, but like it's us. AI ain't the problem. We got to worry about us. We don't know what words mean. We don't know what. We don't care about each other.
Ooh, interesting. I worry about it because I think so much of society is kind of predicated on the value we put in work, the things that I contribute, the things that we contribute.
Oh, like yeah, you meet someone at a cocktail party, like, or a party.
Yeah.
No one has a cocktail. What is a cocktail party?
Yeah, people have them. I haven't been to one. Yeah.
Why do I use that example? But so you're at a party. Like, what do you do? And that is, what do you work? What do you do for money?
Right. What do you provide?
Which I've always thought is really a statement of what are you willing to do for money, or what are you able to do for money?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it gets to several things, right? Kind of like, what do you value enough to like get to pour your life into it, to give your human like capital, like what you have to give in terms of time and effort.
Right.
Like, this is the thing you are willing to do.
Yeah.
What do you do for that?
So why don't you just ask them, instead of like, what do you do? Why don't you say, how much money would it take for you to suck a dick?
Right. Well,
Like,
it's a good question. Yeah.
Like, because really what we're asking is, how much are you willing to sell yours? What corporation? How evil of a corporation would you work for 250,000? Or
Interesting. So, I see. I look at it so differently, I guess in the sense that I think of like work as being like a good, right? Like it's like you are putting yourself out there and like working towards a goal of some sort, right? And getting paid for it. I don't know. It just
that's
feels like
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I really like that system. Of course, I'm a capitalist, I guess.
Yeah. Once you realize how evil the establishment is, you realize that this person is just chosen by the establishment, allowed by the establishment to participate.
And that feels way too abstract for me because I could, you were just talking about this. You could hire me to help you with AI, whatever, right? Like that's not the establishment doing anything. That's you getting it good from me.
Right.
Right? And like that I feel like, and I'm providing you something, you're giving me something back. We have this transaction. It just seems like everyone benefits, one would hope. Like that I feel like that is excellent. I think that's what makes it.
Yeah, I guess what it is there's a value to it if you're making that much money, but it is so clouded and confused. Like, it could be Elon Musk just pays this guy $1 million a year because he tweeted something, or it's who knows what the hell is going on with. It's not a measurable thing like one-to-one would be.
Yeah, no, I think there is something to that. Like I think when you have these giant disparities in money, when I could pay you $1 million to say, hey, tell me how great I am tomorrow, and I'll pay you $1 million because I don't even care. Like literally the money means nothing to me because it's so small.
Right.
I think that does really kind of like corrode the value of what we think of as like human effort. So that to me is a challenge.
So then that's what I mean. One-to-one would be 52 people pay you for your services. That's more valuable than one billionaire pays you $1 billion for your services.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that's the real money meets the road, rubber meets the road, is that these 52 people have chosen you.
Yeah.
I guess.
What's that webcam thing where the gals go? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, but the OnlyFans?
Yes.
Oh, I can't even mention. You're not supposed to mention it, apparently.
Oh.
That's one of those bad words.
Oh, shit.
You're supposed to say OF.
Oh, okay. OF.
Yeah.
So if you're OFAF and you're making money that way, that sort of sounds like that, right? Like,
do you want me to blow your fucking mind on that note? Okay, so OF is bad enough, right? That, 18 year and ups are wasting away, like masturbating to a camera, putting themselves out there and not making any money because most of them don't
they're not making money. Oh, I didn't know that.
They don't make money. They don't make money.
Oh, that's sad. No, because that would be the redeeming element, right? You're saying like 52 people are like, oh,
that's why wholesomefarms.com needs to sweep them up. That's what we need to do. Is like, what are you doing? You're making this much? Come on, you need to join Wholesome Farms. Teach these girls how to be like wholesome and like the art of seduction. Sure. Women don't understand this concept. They think lifting their shirt and jiggling their titties is attractive. And I'm like, no, that is not to a heterosexual, maybe to an AI model that's attractive. Like, the jiggle factor number is off the charts. No, human males are not attracted to a woman like doing this with her tits, right?
I think you're probably right, but there's probably like a spectrum, right? And I would think,
Well, the subtlety, like if you were not wearing a bra and you have nips showing through a shirt, that is beyond the stars of attraction. You wouldn't believe how that, but you lift your shirt up, it's like, oh, okay, get out of here, Eve. What in the hell am I doing?
It is funny how, it's
surreal. Wait, what was that about? Oh, God. Okay, no one's gonna like this. This is just the reality we live in. Well, there is a website. I don't even remember the name of it, but it is for if you're not 18 yet, but you're interested in doing OF when you are 18.
Oh, God. Okay.
Bikini pics, whatever's legal.
Right.
So not just, it's all legal. You're a 14-year-old girl doing bikini pics.
Yeah.
You're doing everything but like
almost legal.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost legal.
Well, it's not
almost legal for the other element of it, but you can do things that are legal.
It's all legal. That's the whole problem. Is that, and then that's when people go, well, we ought to be a law that we got to crack down on 14-year-olds wearing bikinis anywhere.
Yeah.
But like
that's a challenge because libertarians would be like freedom everywhere, and I tend to be that way, but I don't like that.
Yeah, it is a real because so here's the thing: is they're working with OF stars.
Oh yeah.
So P stars, right?
Okay.
So imagine you're on the set of a P movie, right? And you're 14 or 15. Like, what's going on here?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Are there laws about that?
You don't need to be. I mean, hell if I know. But
Child Protective Services. Not that that's the opposite of libertarian Child Protective Services, but they would certainly have a problem with if you had a child of yours on a P set.
Think.
Right.
One would think.
But I cannot believe it. And then the thing is that's news. It's interesting. I'm talking about it now. That's going to spread. People are going to hear about it. I remember there was a middle school girl, and she was like, because we do career training, right? And so we talk about, what do you want to do with your life? And she's like, I want to be a P star. And
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
interesting.
like, okay. Because you have like a lot of guys, I like the guys like these black kids, like, I want to be a thug. I mean, what? I want to be a thug when I grow up. Thug? Yeah, I want to be a thug.
It's interesting. It's so non-specific.
Like, you want to, what? And they would describe what a thug is. I want to just go around and physically intimidate people for a fucking living. What's going on? That's your job? What?
That's kind of wild. You think you'd want to be like the head thug, at least, right? Don't you want to like
Yeah, not a,
have
yeah.
some, you know, you just want to be like street muscle. You gotta have some.
I should be a generic thug. That's interesting as well. I didn't even think about that. The fact that, okay, you want to be involved in the violent crime, but you just want to be like a street level guy.
Yeah, but I feel like you could have given the career advice. Like, look, here's what a thug makes. If you're gonna do this, you got to like up your game. Like, you got to be at least like tier 2 on the level, right? Like because these guys make nothing.
Hey, look at these videos of Batman. Okay, is he the Joker? Okay, the Joker's in charge, right? I mean, like these guys, Batman just takes these guys out. Nothing like these are just the regular thugs.
Right.
You want to be the Joker, right? You want to be the guy making some money, doing something. Right?
Yeah.
You have a mission in your life.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, come on. You gotta reach higher.
Oy, oy, oy.
So, like, when you say that, though, it actually it brings back something I was thinking earlier, when like there was something to like the wholesome element of like, I'm just gonna be a man that raises a family and loves my wife and does my work, goes to church, does kind of like all the traditional elements, and like there was something good about the fact that you could live that life and feel fulfilled. Like, I have done the role, right? I've carried on the my progeny are gonna go on. They're gonna produce great things potentially, or not. But I mean, I've done my part. I've perpetuated the the world. I've been good to my God, my church, my belief set. I've just fulfilled my role, and I think that like that piece has been lost. Like, that people don't feel fulfilled in that role. But when I think about like being like a thug, like, all right, well, at least you kind of like have moderated your belief set. Like, I'm not gonna try and change the world and be the next Einstein or whatever. It's like I have these like limited goals, albeit I would say misaligned. But I think there's something to that. Like, hey, there's a way to live and not need to have some other level of thing. You could be really happy just doing some really basic shit.
Yeah. I think the bottom line is we need to be happy no matter what. Whatever you ended up doing. And literally, if you were just a crackhead in the gutter and you died of heroin overdose, like that's what you were. That's what you enjoyed life that way.
Ooh.
It's not. There's nothing you need to achieve. I don't think you need to achieve anything. And when you remove this need to achieve, you become a naturally decent person because if I'm not, like, if I go, look, I'm in the state of already realizing I'm not going to have children. So I'm just like, be good to people, be nice to people, help people out wherever you can. And, and that's all if that's all you do, that's all you do. And then that's what it is. It's like, because you might be in a situation, because the math of it, like, you might be in a situation where everyone's already in utopia where you're around. You can't help anybody. So what are you supposed to, like, kill yourself and feel bad about yourself? I can't help anybody. That's where that rat utopia kind of thing, or the problems where, like, once we're all achieved everything, you might not be able to achieve anything. You might not be able to help anybody because the machines and everything and everybody else is already helping everybody enough. You don't mean that much. Right. Doesn't mean that you're not that valuable. Yeah. You're the backup. You're the 85th million backup.
Yeah. No, I think some many people, and hopefully I didn't mention this before, but like so many people denigrate the idea of being like a cog in the machine, right? Like, you're just a part of the bigger system. Right. But I think that there's something really valuable in like embracing that idea. Like, no, you were like, you contributed, right? Like, as a teacher, you've like helped raise the next generation of children and imparted good ideas on them and taught them how to do things, how to survive in this world. Like that's hugely valuable, right? Like, and I think there's tons of things, even things that are like more banal than that.
That's one of the problems is people like, I get this all the time. Oh, you're a teacher. Oh, we'll take this for free. Or you're a teacher. Oh my God, you poor thing. And like, like what about a garbage man? What about a guy who actually does work and achieves something, you know? Because a teacher could be a failure or a fantastic human being. You don't know what the hell the teacher's doing, but like a garbage man is taking the garbage and putting it in the truck. They're actually doing something no matter what.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so why are we saying, you know, some have better value than others? Everyone's participating. And the fact that the garbage man is doing the thing that he's doing is allowing me to be a teacher. I mean, that whole specialization thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely. The only thing I think I would differ on is when you mentioned like when you like a cocaine addict and like whatever, like not contribute at all. That's why I'm like, no, you can do more than that. We need to have a higher bar than
you can do, but if that's all you did, then that's what you did, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, but
it's
I feel
great.
like
A+, blue sticker. You know, we got a dead guy, just a heroin overdose. We put a blue ribbon sticker on his forehead.
No, because I feel like it's so easy to have that, right?
It.
Like, I feel like that's easy to do now, right? Like, all right, you know, I'm gonna play video games all day because I really enjoy that shit. And
God, too, I enjoy it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so easy to fall into that, and it's something that's like that is like anti-productive to me. Like you could be doing something that would contribute more than that. And even though I have a lot of affiliations with this industry,
right? We need to reward people. So this is the thing: we need to incentivize. Like, why would I be playing an Age of? So I've got an answer to the universe. Why would I be playing an Age of Empires 2 game instead of going out and talking to a new human being about what the answer to the universe is? But we don't have a process for that. This is what I mean. Let's get into that. Once we come together as a society hive, we're going to realize, oh, let's incentivize certain things, and then you'll do the masturbation and the video games on your own because we don't have to incentivize that.
Right.
And so we'll incentivize this kind of thing, which actually sexualization will be incentivized. Look, I just saw this. I had this chart of like people when they lose virginity. There were like I think it was 4% of people of 43 years old had not had sex with anyone.
Interesting.
Can you imagine? What an unfulfilled life.
I mean, they've definitely missed out on something important, but I don't know that I wouldn't, like some people, like there's some people that it's probably not physically possible for them, right? Like, so like, I wouldn't say.
Oh God, that's a good point. Or they don't want to, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, some people are asexual. I don't know what that means, but like apparently
it can't be healthy.
I wouldn't think so.
That's like a guy that doesn't like food. I mean, sounds like that is a real problem.
So many people don't really care about food that much, so I find that fascinating.
Oh, care about the quality of food?
Right. They're
yeah,
just
like me.
I'm eating to survive. I don't. That to me, it just blows my mind. I feel the same way. Like if you probably the way you feel about sex, I feel that way about food. But I feel the way about sex too, but also food. Like it's strange that like people couldn't get some really great satisfaction out of like.
I need to do like love making videos of how to make love to people. Is that what people are missing?
I mean, potentially. Like what?
Because like everyone wants to be made love to. It doesn't matter. Like what are they? Why are you saying you don't want someone to make? I just feel like people are not understanding the gist of what the hell's going on here.
So wait,
it's not. There's not penetration. Yeah, there's penetration. There's the sex. We all get that. The penis and the vagina. But like, there's the lovemaking that has actually nothing to do with that. That can actually. You don't have to have the penetration.
Sounds like you should start an OF.
Right. Did I ever tell you about my Uber encounters and my sexual Uber encounters?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a few. I mean, I may not know every story, but you told me a few.
Oh, God. Sounds like I've done a lot of... the way you just described it, if I just ended it, that would be like... It sounds like people would think, oh, my God, this guy is like some Uber romance dude.
Right.
But like...
Casanova of the Uber.
How many people have ever proposed... sexual contact with me? They've made a proposition me.
How many? You're asking me? How
I've
many?
had 13,000 rides. How many people have?
Oh.
Do you think I have had proposition me?
Well, I can remember you telling me about at least 2 or 3 encounters that way.
Yeah, just too, essentially.
Okay.
I mean, well, there's 13 total times that 8 guys and 5 women have propositioned me.
Oh, it's interesting. More guys than girls.
Of course. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I mean, just it's interesting. It's interesting that they would be that forward. I guess maybe I don't know.
Wait, think it's interesting that a gay man would be forward about wanting to promote that as I'm taking them home from a bar and they've struck out apparently or whatever.
I mean, no. I mean, it's funny because anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. We don't have to describe it or talk about it, but it's just fun. I don't even. What the hell was the point of that?
Good question.
This made me think about it.
I think I got us off track there talking about the OF thing for you. Well, because you were talking about lovemaking and like how to like I don't know. It sounds like you feel like you've kind of figured this thing out. I certainly haven't. So.
Yeah, there's only really 2 stories. Oh no, there's the one. There was the dude that was a trans guy. Did I tell you about that?
You didn't tell me that story.
He looked like I picked him up at what's the gay bar that's late night gay bar that you're always oh fuck, I can't remember it. It's
where's it at?
It's even if it's even still open because I don't know.
It's like Old Can Harry's or like
no, it's around the corner from that.
Oh, is it that one?
You know what I realized? I'm not going to say it online because I've revealed something. Every time we go to this map, I reveal something. Talk to me about this after the show.
Okay.
That's probably enough. Okay, so 4th Street is the Boys Town kind of gay area. Or just ask Dubs, where's the gay town? Congress, Colorado. Colorado and 4th. This is like the gay. These here, Oil Can Harry's.
Yep.
The one, is that gay? I don't know. That doesn't look gay. It doesn't have a gay flag, which everything in Austin has a gay flag.
Yeah.
There's a hamburger stand. It's got a gay flag.
The place I was thinking of is like on Lavaca, I think, and maybe just north a little bit.
Highland.
Oh, is that the one?
Oh, you're talking about
on Lavaca, yeah. No,
you're the Harry Bar Lounge.
No,
Bear.
Oh no. The one I was thinking of is zoom in on Lavaca and 4th.
4th. Hotel Zaza apparently does put itself within gay communities. But anyway.
Okay, the one that's in the Lavaca Street Bar area is the one.
Well, that's Oil Can. Oil Can's here.
Yeah. But there was one that was north there that maybe it's not there anymore. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I don't even know.
I was thinking of Highland Lounge.
Okay.
And so Highland Lounge apparently has a dungeon, like a gay dungeon you go to, or I don't know what the hell, just get gay graped. Isn't it interesting that grape? Do you know what grape is? Like the people use the word grape instead of saying the R word. Like you can't say the OF words.
Yeah.
On YouTube. So instead of saying the R word, people say graped.
Interesting.
He got graped. But gay graped almost is like gay raped.
True. But anyway. You just said the R word.
No, I said graped. Like Tony the Tiger.
It's so weird.
Great. Have you seen those Tony the Tiger spoofs?
No.
They're so good. It came out like 10 years ago, 15. Oh my God. The Frosted Flakes commercial spoof.
Of course, I knew the originals.
You knew the originals. Yeah. It's like there's this chick doing heroin. Show them you're a tiger. Show them what you can do. The taste of Tony's sauce, Frosted Flakes brings out the tiger. And she's like kicking cops' asses or grabbing the gun and shooting cops. I mean, it's like just degenerate situations like prostitute or a heroin addict or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like these spoof commercials like that. Someone did one with the Skittles too. Like, have you ever seen the Skittles where the man's ejaculating? Taste the rainbow, right? You've seen those commercials.
Sure.
But someone did a spoof of where he's on a wedding night and he's like, oh yeah, give it to me. And he shoots Skittles all over her. It is the funniest, most poignant social commentary to me that is
poignant,
godlike. Oh, it is. Those people are. It is so poignant. It is so poignant. You can't swing it more. And RoboCop is still standing. Oh, we just broke a glass.
Well, did we just?
And then there were 4. How many break? No, there were 5. So we're down to 5, but they weren't Corel plates. Don't worry. No problem. See, I have no problem breaking anything. See, this is Corel plates allow you to just break anything in your world. I remember actually when. Did you ever go to the North Campus place we used to live, Sarah Barrett and I? Sarah?
You in North Campus? Where?
Palms. It was north of 183. Well, here I have a map.
Oh yeah. No, I went to that place. Yeah.
Okay. So one night, were you even there that night? One night we were having a party or having some people over or whatever, and we were like breaking plates because we had too many plates, and so
No, I was never that.
we're like, oh, no. I was insisting that everybody grab a plate and break it on the kitchen floor.
Yeah, I don't think it's so. I think I would remember that, but it's not. I forgot.
That was up here in case anyone's tracking Beau's history or you want to try to imitate me on the IRS websites. Right here, Creekstone. It's Creekstone now? And so here's where the Postal Service was. This is where it used to be that people had to do their mailing in person. You couldn't do it online. No one was doing their IRS taxes online.
Yeah.
And so back in the day, they would be all lined up here at the last minute filing their taxes.
Right.
Because this place would have it, you could turn it in later than any other post office.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So of the whole city, and this is the news would be out here interviewing people. Oh my God, why you're out here last minute and whatever. It is like fascinating.
It's pretty funny. No, it's strange. I can remember driving to your place, and I can remember songs I played on the way to your place. It's so weird, like the memories I have.
Right.
Like the G string, I think, is the name of the song.
Wait, the airplane G?
No, the name of the song is G string, about like the G note or whatever. It's like I don't remember the artist, but anyway, just weird like recollection of driving up that way and like going to your place and remember that song being played. It's weird how that kind of music connection exists.
Well,
Something a la mode. That's who sings it.
The what is?
Something a la mode.
Oh, G-string a la mode? Yeah, I've had that for $1. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the fact that I went there one time and tried to sell return a stamp, and the guy stole the stamp from me. But we're done with that. Okay, so
I love that you remember that detail.
Oh yeah,
that must have been worth like what?
What was,
35
oh god, the
cents?
Highland story. Okay, so I picked this dude up here, and it's like right here is where you pick up, and they're all, it's this alley, and they're all hanging out. It's open till like 4 a.m. that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so pick him up, and this guy looks like, you remember the Bugs Bunny cartoons? Did you ever see any of that?
Sure.
So he dresses like a woman sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this guy looked like.
Okay.
Like he's not fooling anybody.
Okay.
He looked like he just took a lipstick thing and just went and put a mop on his head.
Right.
I'm a woman. What you gonna do about it? And then a dress. So there were 3 things. Yeah, there was the mop on his head, the lipstick, and then the dress. And so we're driving up north to his place, and we're driving up Mopac, and that's when it gets a little bit anxious back there. And I'm like, what's going on? There's some noises. I just want to suck your dick. I just want to suck your dick. I'm like, everything okay back there? Which is the response of, I don't need you to be performing fellatio on me. And so he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, we're fine. So that was his method of seducing me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like, it's okay for you to say it like that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I mean, what am I going to end up, like, this guy, I was looking at this character, I was like, oh my God, like, I was imagining his apartment, which was like a mattress in a box, mattress in a box with some light bulb, this bare bulb just sitting on the side of the box. And like, what is this going to be my new relationship? What would I get? This is my new girlfriend, guys. It's a fucking psycho.
I love that you actually kind of thought that through. You're like,
Oh God, yeah. You never turn down fellatio until you think it through. You go, no, this is not gonna. But here's the problem.
are you sure?
I always think it through. What do you mean?
Well, okay.
Oh, you're right. Like, what if you're intoxicated
Yeah. Or,
beyond a certain level?
yeah, piranha. I don't know. Like I just
That is a good point. You might end up in, and that's how people become, kind of entrapped in things that they don't want to be in. But that's that. But here's one of the dilemmas is anybody that would engage in a sexual contact with their Uber driver is someone that you should probably not engage with sexually.
yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean everyone has their nights probably where they are doing something that they wouldn't normally do. But yeah, like the odds are not in your favor, I think, in that regard.
Oh my God, the chances of whatever. Okay, so we did this, we did that, we did these and those. Was there anything else? What are you thinking?
Oh gosh.
We talked about bonelyfans.com.
Is that what when you're graping? Is that what you when you go to BonelyFans?
It's a grape only site. Grape.com instead of what's the gay
Grapes of
site?
Wrath. Oh wait, what?
What's the gay app?
Oh,
Grinder.
sure.
Grinder.
Oh.
Is that the Grapefinder?
I
Grapefinder?
think that's
Grapefinder is what it's short for.
Ah.
Or it could be. Anyway, if that's not clear, we could have a grape site for homosexuals that want to dominate each other in a sexually aggressive way. I'm just saying. All the options are out there.
Something tells me someone has thought of that before.
Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing sexual. Look, the thing is, I'm saying things are sexual because we want people to be sexually satisfied. I want every human to experience everything that life has to offer. And one of the most fundamental things is making love to a person of the opposite sex. I mean, I assume being made love to by a man is great for women, but I know it's wonderful to make love to a woman. So that is, I just want people to enjoy that, not just once, but like, why not all the time? Why isn't that the job that everybody has? What I'm saying is we can incentivize people, we can pay people to have sex with others.
I mean, there's a market for that.
Right.
But it's hard, I think, to have the thing you're talking about though, where it's like the kind of connection where you're making love and not just having sex. I think that's the distinction that makes it difficult to like commodify.
Right, you incentivize it. That's why you get 10 times as much money if you can make love. So you find a way. Actually, I think you can make yourself fall in love with somebody. You can like choose to go down that path of whenever your brain goes, where are we going with this? Like I could have ended up with that guy. Like, oh, this is my new friend, right? Your brain's like, well, make decisions.
This is my new reality.
Is this my next relationship? But yeah, people are making decisions all the time. So, all right, guys. I think we did it. I think we talked it out. I think we talked up a storm. We broke some glass. Look, in case you want proof, there it is. There's the stem. Yeah. You want blood? No. So, what else do we got? Nothing?
No, I think we covered everything in the world.
All right. Appreciates. And we stop.